Ooh. Oh, my title.
Flacco posted. Mm.
That set them up.
I didn't finish this. Welp. Chud has a
Wait, I have this shit on iTunes. How the fuck y'all know that song? How did he know they knew that song? How did he not know we knew that song? He didn't drop this version though. Waiting on stage. Back in. Back in. I should be lagging OD. Okay. I gotta like. What the fuck is.
What is lagging? Oh, it's done.
If she make me mad, I'm gonna cheat. I can fucks. I'm gonna cheat. I can fucks. Mad. I'm gonna cheat. I need to restart my PC. I need to restart this shit, bro. I know it's not lagging on the stream, but it's like pissing me off. No, I actually can do shit tomorrow. I gotta check it.
Am I stupid? Yo. Yo. I'm trying to overload my frontal cortex. It's not working. I'm trying to overload my frontal cortex. It's not working. I'm trying to overload my frontal cortex. It's not working. Am I not loud enough? Am I not loud enough?
Black truck cheaper than Uber though.
Marissa.
Hey guys, welcome back to my
I'm happy to be back.
channel.
Thank you for
Welcome back
having
to
me.
my apartment. Some updates are I got a table. Well, I actually had the table for a while, but one of the chairs was defective. So I had to like call the third-party vendor that was selling it at Target and then ask for another chair and like prove to them that it was defective. And then they sent me another chair, and then my dad
That's how Puffco customer support would be. Like, nigga, if you don't believe me,
came and set it up, and he also put in an air conditioner, and also I got curtains, but I didn't hang them up yet. I just invite my family over and I make them like build a bunch of stuff in my apartment. And then we like DoorDash dinner, and I don't even pay for the dinner. Like I pay for the DoorDash from my account, but then I Venmo request my mom. I Venmo requested my mom on Mother's Day. Look.
yo.
I live in New York. This is a shirt that I already wore on this channel, but I wore it in my Webkins video, and then in the one where I was talking about if I was asexual or not, I wore a different shirt that's purple, but they look very similar. So I just want to set the record straight that I am re-wearing this shirt, but not for a second time. This is my first time re-wearing this shirt. And if Hollister were to just sponsor me, we wouldn't have this issue. After posting this tonight,
Since she already brought it, I have not. I wore this like once. Nigga, imagine. Has Kai Cenat ever re-wore something? That nigga's rich.
if I can post it tonight, I might have to post it tomorrow because it takes a really long time to like upload a video.
I know Ty Lil has.
Using my personal hotspot because I don't have Wi-Fi. After I
In New York? Go to a coffee shop.
post this, I'm
What is she doing?
going to apply for monetization on this channel because I'll have 3 videos where the title doesn't have any profanity in it, which I think is as good as it's gonna get. It's gonna get worse. It'll be worse either next video or the one after that. Anyway, this is the second part in a 2-part video series about why I am the way that I am. Last time I talked about my middle school experience, and this time I'm going to talk about my high school experience, mainly
Bro, middle school is not real, bro. I remember the teachers left me and my boy James outside during recess, and then we got in trouble.
Ninth grade. Because I think ninth
That shit was lit.
grade has like the
How the fuck do you leave how do you leave a first grader outside?
most interesting story. Okay, so I left off last video where I was saying that I graduated middle school and I was like really sad because I wouldn't be able to see my 8th grade or my 7th and 6th grade band teacher anymore, who like I still would like visit in 8th grade. I was actually kind of lucky though at the time because I was moving into high school and I had just managed to like make friends with this other group of kids, like a larger group that was like very accepting and like relatable to me. So I could have had like a really good year, but I was there, so I ensured that I didn't. My mom was like really intense about me being involved in school, even though like I hated being involved in school. So her rule was that since I wasn't doing any sports, I had to be in either chorus or band, and I had just spent the
Is that why I did sports?
last like 3 years traumatizing myself about being in chorus, about the solo, because I decided I never wanted to audition for a solo again, even though nobody was putting a gun to my head and making me do that. I like didn't understand that you can be a part of a group without like needing to be the best in that group, you know? So if I was gonna be in anything at all, I might as well do something where I don't care if I'm good. So I decided to be in band, despite not being able to play music. And just like in my middle school, there were 2 bands. There was the advanced band and then there was like the lower band. And I spent all 4 years in the lower band, and then there's also marching band, which if you were in any of the bands, you had to be in marching band, like you kind of forced against your own will. And we were all just like one big marching band of like 120 kids. I kind of wish that marching band wasn't required or that you had to audition to be in any of these bands, because I like personally made the bands a lot worse. Not only can I not read music, I also am very uncoordinated, so I couldn't learn.
I hated that shit. I used to be able to read that shit, bro. I was such a loser, bro.
Like the proper marching technique, and I was always missing my mark. But I also think that it was normal to be in marching band and kind of suck because everyone like was forced to do it. So marching band was probably the most involved thing that I did when I was in school. And it was like over the summer we had to do a week of band camp. Then during the summer and the fall we would have 3-hour-long rehearsals on Thursdays and then all-day rehearsal on Saturday leading up to whatever time our band competition was. And then we would go to like the band after party at like some poor kid's house where they just had like 120 kids like loaded into their basement, and we would like watch our performance on like a projector. So like during the summer and the fall we all kind of got like to know each other, and so if I was normal, like that would have been like a really good like bonding experience, I guess. I was in this section called the lows because I was a tenor sax, so that was like tenor saxes, bari saxes. I'm probably wrong, maybe like French horns and oboes. I really don't remember. None of these kids were important to me except for like the key players in this story, okay? But they had like this initiation ritual that they would do to the freshman boys, where they would make them go on their knees in front of this guy named Big Joe, and then he would rub like the
They would get on their what now?
neck of like a saxophone up and down, holding like a marching band glove. We had gloves. And then
you do that. Band club is weird. They're freaky.
So basically you're getting like jerked off onto by this guy named Big Joe. And they didn't do it to girls
yeah, I'd hope.
until they did it to me, because I think everyone just kind of like, I don't know, I was kind of like, I'll get to it, I guess, my significance in the band. And I was happy to do it just because I wanted everything to be about me. Anyway, the main thing that happened this year was that almost immediately upon joining band, I like developed this really intense crush on this senior. Not Big Joe, a different senior. He also
Big
played
Joe
tennis.
was
in the
a-
story. He's just gonna be called the senior. Okay, and this absolutely destroyed my life. My freshman year.
Marissa, can I post this clip, bro, please?
I would count this as my first crush. I did date a kid in 8th grade, who, like, I guess I had told people I had a crush on, but it wasn't really a crush. I kind of just noticed that he was like tall and like kind of good looking. And so then he asked me out, and then we went on 0 dates. We never texted, and then I broke up with him over text. And then I did date someone in the summer before high school when I was in a theater camp, and we dated for 2 weeks, and then I broke up with him for literally no reason over text. So like I would count this crush on the senior as probably my first crush, but I also don't even know if I would count it as a crush because it wasn't normal. Like it wasn't like what a normal person feels. It was pretty similar to my obsession with my band teacher. Just like this like total, I guess, sense of like fascination or something, or intrigue, I don't really know, about one person who I just wanted to care about me and pay attention to me. There's an older figure in my life, you know, that I could like get reassurance from, maybe. I don't know. This we still haven't worked it out. I literally, if I was awake, I was thinking about him. I would just like sit in my room for like 5 hours and like just imagine us having like a conversation. And then kind of separately, I was dealing with like a lot of issues regarding like my weight, so trigger warning, okay? And I would like basically try to fast for like 1 week at a time at like several
What the fuck?
like different periods of the year, and like I would be really obvious about it so that maybe he would like notice, and he did. And it was more attention than I was getting to be fed, ironic. I said in my last video, I don't know why I like had this habit of just becoming totally like enthralled by one person for like a long period of time, basically until I stopped knowing that person. And then I did it until I was in college. But I did go to a therapist when I was a senior in college, and I explained to her like what I do, and she diagnosed me with pure O, which I think is purely obsessional OCD. And then about a month later, I was at a psychiatrist, and he undiagnosed me with that because he said it didn't exist. So I don't know anything about that. I don't have a conclusion. I just thought I would share. But I found
No, how does your psychiatrist undiagnose you with something because it doesn't exist?
this kid, the senior, like really funny and really smart, and we started like off kind of friends, like being friendly, I guess. Like we would like I would purposely like catch up to him like after a band competition and like walk with him or whatever. And I remember like one night we were walking and like back to the bus, and like he was talking about like I think how he wanted to buy a bike or something over the summer, or that he bought a bike. I don't remember, but it was like a good conversation, like where we laughed, and it was so rewarding to me. And I would just like sit in my room and like listen to Training Wheels by Melanie Martinez over and over because I was a freak. But then just being kind of friends with him like wasn't enough. Like I wanted more. I would kind
I gotta immerse myself. Please, please, please don't be freaky as fuck. Oh my.
Whole way around, I carry band-aids.
Nope.
of like purposely mention to my friends who were also in band that I had a crush on this kid, so that they would then tell the upperclassmen, hopefully, you know, in part of my scheme, you know, that they would tell their upperclassmen friends in band, and then they would tell him. Okay? And that did happen. And then he didn't want
Meta.
me, which wasn't part of my plan at all.
You can't break the fourth wall.
But I made it like a lot
Not. That's cheating.
worse because I was always talking about him to people. Like I'd just be like obsessing over everything he did. Like I'd be like, oh my god, like he waved at me in the hallway. Or like, oh my god, he
I
gave me
need
pink
to turn off the
Starburst.
politics
Or like,
tag real
he plays
quick.
Tetris on his phone. Like I'm gonna get really into Tetris on my
You
phone.
niggas
Because I just was crazy. And like because
be
of
doing
that,
a little
like I just, oh, Marissa's obsessed with this kid or whatever. Like I just kind of became like a lol cow, like in real life, in my school's marching band. So I was, because of my personality and behaviors, being ostracized by
jester?
the lowest group on the high school popularity hierarchy. I was the lowest of the lows. Getting low jack. To my
Jester.
knowledge, he was like really embarrassed about this is so horrible. I victimized this person essentially. To my knowledge, yeah, like he was really embarrassed by this, and like kids would like tease him or whatever, and like that's kind of all hearsay because I would hear the things that people would say about me, like from this junior who I was friends with, but I thought I was friends with him. He was really just texting me to like get material for like this long bit. So basically this kid, the junior, who's also in our section, he played baritone saxophone. He would basically, every time I said something to him about the senior, he would kind of report that to everybody. And I only found this out like later. And then whenever they made fun of me, he would tell me that just to make me feel bad. And he'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I feel really bad. I just thought you should know or whatever. And then this dynamic just like tortured me. You guys are just gonna have to deal with the noise. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. One time,
have I done that?
Okay, there was this website, okay, social media site called ask.fm. And I followed all my friends, they followed me. My post didn't get any likes. So I just figured no one would be able to trace it back to me. I don't know why. And I used it as like a journal. One time, I mean, the only thing I can really remember,
I'm done.
because I don't have any of this stuff anymore, is
this is depressing.
I posted like, oh, it's so hard to love someone who doesn't love you back or something. What happened was that one of the kids in the jazz band, there was also a jazz band. There was also an orchestra. There's a lot of bands, okay? One of the kids in the jazz band like stood up on like the jazz band bus when they were driving to a jazz band competition, and he like read my entire Ask FM profile out loud. This is also like I don't really know if this happened. This was just what the junior told me, so I'm assuming it did, because like who makes that shit up? But like all is forgiven. Look, like it is what it is. This was my own actions, okay, caused these events, and I can take responsibility. I wasn't on medication yet, okay? Can we just give me some grace, okay? It happened a long time ago. I'm sorry. Then the worst thing that happened that year was that the junior invited me and the senior to go to Panera Bread for lunch. And I was still, you know, I'm just very delusional, I'm very naive. And I was like, oh my God, we're all gonna be friends. Like, this is all gonna work itself out. We're gonna talk it out. It's gonna be fine. And maybe even he'll love me. So we go to Panera Bread. And the senior thought that the junior was joking about me going there. And so I show up and he goes, I was afraid this would happen. And then I go, okay, like, it's fine, I can leave. I can have my dad pick me up. And he was like, no, like, you're already here. Let's just get this over with. So we order our food. I get a salad and we sit down. I was mad about this incident happening, like, on behalf of the junior for like setting up this prank for like a lot of years. But now that I'm like reflecting on this, like, you really have to respect like his commitment to the bit. Like, he himself like went about creating this horrible scenario just for pure comedic value. Like, he didn't record it, he didn't send it to anyone. Like, this was for him to just sit there and like observe the worst thing ever to happen to me. No, this wasn't the worst thing to happen to me. This was one of the worst days of my life. So the senior kind of started.
Did she just respect his love for the game?
You know, the lunch out. I guess he really wanted to be friends with the junior. I don't know, but he was just trying to like keep it normal, I guess. Like he was telling.
Hold up, this is about to get crazy. Hold up. What? Are you kidding me? This game's cooked.
I'm coming, Ish.
Now you're gonna be fine, Johnny.
I could save you.
Man, he's not looking good. No shit. Just get us to the hospital.
Bro, if you could just like pause your homegirl talking for a second, just like take a break, that would be lit. That would be so lit.
This game is awesome, isn't it?
Happy Thursday. Okay, he's kind of just like shooting stuff.
Got this game for my birthday in 2008. It was a lot of fun.
How old is bro? Bro, like 35.
A story about how he was in English class and he really doesn't have any friends
It's good, man. I'm chilling.
because he doesn't really talk to anybody. These are his words. Okay. And he said that he like made a joke in English class and nobody laughed, and then he was like, yeah, that's why I don't do that. And I was just sitting there like, even with the humiliation of the situation, I was like, I love him. But then the junior to the senior would keep bringing up like, why don't you date her? Why don't you take her to prom? And he'd be like, no, sorry. And the junior would be like, why not? Why don't you like her? And I just had to like sit there and like watch that happen. And I wasn't eating the salad that I ordered because this scenario made me so incredibly nauseous, first of all. And then the senior was like, eat your salad. Like, you're gonna buy this salad, you're not gonna eat it. And I like threw the whole thing away. Rip. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to like chew and swallow in front of this kid.
Hold
and
up,
I mean,
I have
that
to
was
go on my
essentially
phone.
the lunch that we had.
My
And it was
leg.
basically the worst thing to ever happen at a Panera Bread, which is crazy because Panera Bread is like exclusively for corporate lunches where people get fired. And then also that one girl like drank like a really strong
What? Oh yeah, I'm never going to Panera with a like. It's for corporate lunches where people get fired?
energy lemonade there and like died. And still what happened to me is worse.
Bro. Can it switch back? It won't switch back, bro. Oh, it did. What is happening? That might be the craziest sentence.
Just kidding, that's insensitive. And then the senior drove us home. And I got home and it was like 4 p.m. and my parents weren't home, and I was so devastated that I was like, I need to trigger warning. I was like, okay, I have to kill myself tonight. this has to be the last night of my
I am so glad she did not do that. Why is this the video where she said she's gonna submit for monetization? I don't think they care if you curse, but that's a... Is this not... They just let me watch this? This isn't age restricted?
life. And I don't know how to kill myself, so I looked
Can she... I need to turn on captions for a second. It's not... Why are they...
up Tylenol. And so I poured 6 Tylenol into my hand and I took 6 Tylenol. And then I laid down. I was like, goodbye, cruel world, you know? That's it. Obviously, I woke up and nothing happened. I just had like a really pain-free nap. And the junior texted the senior that I was upset, and then the senior texted me, I'm sorry that you're upset. I didn't want to lead you on. Okay? Question mark. And I have looked at these texts so many times just during my time as a freshman in high school that I actually have like the image of the text like ingrained into my head. And I texted him back, okay. And then I went to school on Monday like nothing fucking happened. And that was my freshman year. And then the senior graduated and I was sad about that, even though he hated me and so did everybody else. And I told my parents, I asked them if I could go on antidepressants, and they bought me a puppy. Insert picture of the puppy. His name is Shadow. He's like one of those dogs that kind of suck. Like, I love him, but only because he's my own dog and not because of any of his traits. I'm not gonna do the entirety of high school. I just kind of want to do the freshman year of high school. The rest of it's not that interesting. I would just kind of like bother my teachers a lot. Like, if I thought it was just really funny to just like kind of bully the people who were being paid very little to provide me with an education. I sent, I think my history teacher a picture of a possum, and I said, this looks like you. And I didn't get in trouble for that, but then the next week I followed up with another email that was like a side-by-side photo of the possum and him, where they happened to like kind of look similar. And the history teacher was like really, like, he was a good-looking guy, so like this to me, I was like, this isn't offensive, like he knows he looks good, you know. This is not the teacher that I was talking about in my Webkins video that I had a crush on. That was my physics teacher. And then the history teacher, actually blocked my school email, so I was no longer allowed to send him emails, and he sent me, I'm gonna put the email on the screen. By the end of my senior year, people kind of, like, I'm not saying like I was popular or anything, but like people kind of like thought I was funny or whatever, and I was voted most likely to be on SNL when I was a senior humble brag.
Terrible. Terrible category. Terrible category.
And I
SNL,
graduated and I
man.
settled on a major into college, neither of which I cared that much about. Now I'm 25 and I used YouTube as a replacement to therapy. So it turned out fine. This was the end of my 2-part series about middle school and high school. I do have other videos that I'm planning to do. I needed to post this one kind of semi.
Hey guys.
Hey.
I have nothing to post, to be honest, but I thought it would be interesting to read pages of my diary. So this is inside my head. This is the real deal. This is my first
I feel like this is gonna be extremely normal.
one from when I was like 14 to 16, maybe? 15 actually, okay. 14 to 15, and then this one is 16 till now, and obviously I do not write in this one that much anymore. Because I cannot be arsed. Yeah. Okay. Let's find something interesting. Let's find something interesting. God. Look at this. Oh, wow, it's so good. Can I find something a little bit more normal, please?
What does that mean?
Hi everyone.
This was
Welcome
not
back.
her name.
I know I'm back a little sooner than I said I would be. I made a post a few days ago explaining that I was taking a break and I would be back in May, but hello, what is up guys? It is Tuesday, May 12th. Pretty nice day here in New York. I want to say it's between 60 and 70 degrees. I almost just made a 6-7 joke, but I didn't, so you guys can be really proud of me. Very sunny, very nice out. There's a breeze. I will definitely go for another walk later, even though I think my neighbors here must think I'm crazy because I'm just outside all the time. You know what? That's not true. New Yorkers don't care about stuff like that. Never mind. No one probably even notices. Anyway, so this is gonna be an opinion video. It's gonna be, you know, my typical opinion video style, a little exaggerated, a little humorous. So if you get offended by anything I say or you think I'm being too harsh, just remember that, you know what I say. I'm not AP News, okay? I'm not an educational source here for the most part. These are just my opinions, whatever, especially videos like this where I make the disclaimer at the beginning. So I wanted this video to be about the gym. Going to the public gym. And yes, I'm talking about your run-of-the-mill, you know, cheap commercial gym. I'm not talking about any of the fancy ones that people in tax brackets that are way above me can afford, okay? So if you're thinking of your gym right now and you're like, well, we have saunas and a salad bar and a massage therapist that's on call at my gym, and I basically live there and I can get breakfast there too, and you know, okay, well, that's great for you. I'm actually really happy for you, and I hope that's me someday. But you know, God willing, it will be. But that's not me currently. So if you absolutely are in love with your gym, this video probably isn't for you, okay? Actually, one of my main goals in my life is to become so wealthy that I can have a gym in my house. I'm dead serious about that. I say that sometimes and people laugh and I'm like, I don't know why you're laughing because that wasn't a joke, first of all. Secondly, it would be awesome to have a gym in your house. The first thing that I would do, like if I had an in-home gym, and it would consist of, I would want some machines for cardio, so like definitely treadmill that could handle a big incline. I don't get on the treadmill unless I'm doing a big incline, right? Because if I wanted to walk or run, I just go outside, right? The treadmill is for incline use only for me. And an elliptical. I love ellipticals. They're, you know, much easier on your knees and your hips. At least that's how it feels to me, okay? So again, if that's actually not factual, then don't crucify me, but that's how it feels to me. I feel much less strain on my knees and hips. I'm 6 feet tall. I do not have what I would refer to as a runner's body type. I did competitive swimming
does
for 10
that
years. I
mean?
played water polo, whatever. I consider myself to be an athletic person. I enjoy working out,
Oh.
but I enjoy cardio stuff, you know,
I do.
on the elliptical versus the treadmill. I don't really like running, right? I'll do cardio, but running is kind of too far for me. Okay, sorry, I'm getting off track here. When am I ever really on track though? Okay, so yeah, for a home gym, I would want those two machines. I would definitely want a leg press, and I don't know the names of a lot of machines, guys, so bear with me, but it's that one where you put your arms up and, you know, you come with the weight and you put your arms up and you pull it down kind of like behind your head like this. I've always really liked that machine for my arms.
I don't know what she is talking
And
about.
I, you know, have regular dumbbells and stuff and whatever. I don't know why I'm explaining the details of my hypothetical home gym to you guys, but the main thing about a home gym that makes me want a home gym is, first of all, no other people. That would be great. Secondly, I can play whatever music I want out loud. One of the things that irritates me the most about going to the gym is the fact that, like, you know, obviously with the music, you're either stuck listening to the gym's music, which is like some sort of awful remix of Dance Monkey. Okay, I think that song was created in 2018 or 2019. It was created when I was in high school, and I remember before I even graduated high school, like, it would come on the radio and I'd be like, shut that shit off right now, turn it off. I don't want to hear that. It is the most low vibrational, nonsensical song. I hate it. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I'm not trying to be like super negative, but oh my god, I hate that song. It's always stuff like that, or it's always like, no disrespect to Ed Sheeran, but it's always Ed Sheeran or that song or the Chainsmokers, or like, enough. Okay, it's the same 3 artists on repeat. No. Okay, so I would want
Yo, pause, bro. Nah, I can't even say it, bro. They didn't leave any crumbs, bro.
play my own music that I like to listen to while working out as loud as possible. And you're like, can't you just wear headphones to the gym? Of course I do. Okay, I'm typically wearing, here, they're right here, these, because I don't have AirPods. I have wired headphones, which I worked out with wired headphones all throughout college. I don't even know how I did that, but it was annoying. The wires got in the way a lot. You always have to set your phone somewhere. Like, it sucks. There were some exercises I just did without headphones because I
Balenci fanny pack, bro. It's good for that.
was just like, I'm done with this. These are great.
Bro, I don't remember what her name was, but I don't think this was her name.
But
I don't
there's
think
this
that
one
was her
exercise
name
I
before.
do where I'll have a dumbbell, and it's like, imagine this is like it's literally just like hand cream, but imagine this is like a 15-pound dumbbell, and you know, you go behind your head like this, and you whatever, and I mean, we used to do them all the time, training for like swimming and stuff, so I've just been like repeating the same exercises for over 10 years probably. But with these headphones,
I don't know.
I can't get my arms as
I might play Marathon though. I want to play Forza, but it didn't come out.
close into my ears as I want to, because the headphones totally, do you see what I mean? It's like they block my arm, or my arm brushes the sensor on the side right here, and the music stops, or I'm like, oh my god, like, stop, like, it's too much. I can't, it's just like so overstimulating and annoying. I know, first world problems, okay, but again, this is just an opinion video by me. I'm not claiming to be a philosopher here. But yeah, and the problem with AirPods, like, well, why don't you just get AirPods? Well, people have different ear shapes, right? But for me, I like my wired earbuds, but it was so hard for me in college to wear them while I was working out because a lot of times they would fall out of my ears. That's why, even though the dumbbell thing is annoying with the over-ear Sony headphones, and I'll typically just take the headphones off a lot of the time while I'm doing the dumbbell, like, arm exercises, and then I'm, you know, forced to listen to Dance Monkey, which is what they're playing at the gym. It's fine, because I know that if I had AirPods or if I wore the wired headphones, and they fall out of my ears like really easily, and I don't think I have an exceptionally weird shaped ear. I mean, they're pretty normal, but it would always fall out of my ear, like, immediately. And I'm like the second I start any sort of like jolting movement, like, you know, like on the elliptical, or, you know, it's just, no, it's too much. So I would just love that if I had a home gym where I could play whatever music I wanted as loud as I wanted, and I wouldn't have to worry about anything on my ears, right? Because even with AirPods, it can be annoying for certain exercises and for stretching and stuff. Like, you're always brushing something in your ear if you're stretching with your arm right here. I mean, it's so irritating. So maybe this is just a sensory thing for me and other people like actually don't care about it. There's been a few times where I've been talking about stuff that's like so annoying and so horrible, and other people are like, what are you talking about? Like, you've lost your mind. I'm like, okay, sorry, I guess it's just me then.
No,
so,
this is hilarious.
Let me know what you think, if this is something that annoys you too. If anyone has any earbuds that are really good for working out and
Just get like the Beats or whatever. I don't know.
don't cause problems, definitely let me know in the comments, because that is something that I would definitely invest money in, because I think it'd be worth it. But yeah, so yeah, that, oh, and in the same vein, while we're still talking about music, before I jump to the next topic, oh, I don't think I have to say it anymore, but you guys know I have my book. Yes, I do. Okay, that's because I want to stay on topic, or else these would genuinely be an hour and a half long. Okay, anyway. People will do this thing in the gym, which if you've been to literally like any gym ever, this has happened, where they'll
Death Note is crazy.
just play music out loud on their phone.
Who the
and a lot, the employees don't get paid enough to care. I'm not blaming the employees,
nope,
but
you gotta
it's
go.
so irritating, and it's like, unless you
I'm gonna call the cops.
Have something like this, or even if you do have these, sometimes you can still hear it. Like, they'll be next to you on the treadmill playing whatever the fuck on their phone, like super loud, and
I'm calling the cops if they're doing that. It's
clashing with the sound of the machines, it's clashing with the ads on the TV, it's clashing with the overhead music playing, like Shape of You by, who is that song by?
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran? Or is it Shawn Mendes? Oh, that's really bad, I don't know that. I think it's Ed Sheeran. Don't quote me on that. I'm sorry. You guys know. Or it's Stitches. Stitches by Shawn Mendes. Oh my god, that song was everywhere in the gym when I was in high school. I was like, make it stop. Yeah, and it's just, it's too much. Like, there's too many sounds going on at once, and it's like, how am I supposed to maintain a high heart rate with this? Like, this is ridiculous. Okay, number 2 on why I really am manifesting that I have my own home gym in the future is the people waiting for machines. Now, this is really common, like, I saw this sometimes at Michigan State, like at the gyms, but to be honest, people were more respectful about it there. Obviously now I live in New York and I go to, I'm not going to tell you like which one exactly because I don't really do that kind of stuff, but I'll tell you that it's a chain, right? It's a big corporation. There are a lot of them. It's, you know, pretty cheap. A lot of people go there, whatever. Okay. And if it's in New York, anywhere in New York, it's going to be super crowded, right? Because that's how everywhere is. You can go outside at 4 a.m. and there will be people on the street. Like, it's just, it is what it is. So the people waiting for machines, like here and in every other urban area in the United States, highly populated area, you know, I can only assume that it's the same everywhere. And maybe some people are just better at blacking this out than me. Okay, maybe I'm the problem, but it aggravates me so badly. Like, recently I went and I was on the leg press, and I had not even started doing reps yet. I kind of appeared at the right moment as a woman was getting off it, and I was like, ooh, you know, I slid right in there, because of course they get filled up in 5 seconds because it's so crowded. Like, every machine is in use, like, it's crazy. Okay, now waiting for the machines, you're allowed to do that, and like, I understand, right? If you only have a certain amount of time at the gym, you're really looking for this one machine, you're whatever, like, you're allowed to do that. I'm not gonna, you know, that's normal. What's not it's about how you wait for it. Waiting isn't the problem, it's about how you wait for it. If you are standing kind of like behind the person or off to the side where they can't see you, that's fine. If you're standing this far away from them and staring at them, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? I don't, like, seriously, a few days ago, and this was a woman who was around my age. She looked within the 20 to 25 age range. I mean, seriously, so she was around my age.
I feel like I'm intruding.
And I say that because a lot of times, you know, people make jokes about like boomers, whatever, not having social awareness, which like can definitely be true in a lot of scenarios. I'm not going to pretend like that's not true because it is. But I just want to let you guys know that this woman was definitely Gen Z, because I was like, what the hell are you doing? So I had just gotten on the leg press, literally. I hadn't done a single rep yet because I just slid right in after the other woman.
I feel like that's fucked up.
And
how are people not agreeing?
This girl, like I said, similar to me in age, appears. She's standing maybe this far from me. So if I'm on the machine like this, she's standing like literally right here, like where my hand is ending, right here. And she's alternating between staring at me and staring at her phone.
That's how be on the upper body machines, because like dudes don't hit legs.
like her entire body is facing me. I'm like, okay, I don't know if like, I don't know what lab you were grown in, but we don't do that here. You do not stare at someone while they are working out. Like, if you want to wait for the machine, that's fine. Be polite and turn the other way. Turn your body the other way and pretend that you're on your phone or something. Or just, you don't even have to be on your phone, just look the other way. Like, why are you, do what we all do and fixate and pretend that the wall is really interesting. Don't look at me. It was so weird. I don't let stuff like that kind of like cut down on my workout time. Like, if I'm on the machine, I'm on the machine, right? It's mine for this time. You're not gonna make me feel uncomfortable. You're not gonna force me out of it early by standing there and staring at me. And I know this is a strategy she's probably perfected. I'm like, yeah, so that's not gonna work with me. So you can just cut that shit out right now. So I took my time. I did a few sets, whatever. And, you know, as soon as I got off, I went to get the you know, paper towel, the little like towelette stuff to clean off the machine, and she was already on it. I was like,
I need it, please. That was me playing Fortnite.
Okay.
I feel like she saw it.
I mean, I don't have hantavirus, however you say it. I'm knocking on wood right now because I don't play about shit like that. But
the hentai virus.
What if I did? Like, people just have no, whatever, they don't care. That's another thing. It's actually the next topic. A big reason why, and I still go to the gym, right? Despite all that I'm saying, I still go and I still have a membership, and because, you know, I gotta work out or else I'll go crazy. I think you can tell that from my videos. But the germs, the amount of germs and sweat and grime in gyms is so just disgusting, and it becomes, you just really can't think about the average hygiene level of most people when you're in the gym. You can't think about it or you're actually gonna go nuts and you're never gonna.
Just don't. Dudes don't be washed, bro.
Go back, right? I personally, I'm very, very paranoid about stuff.
Some dude just like pissing, hitting his vape. You see the smoke go above the stall. And then he just doesn't wash his hands.
Like ringworm and planner's warts, you know. It's like, okay, people, when they describe it, they make it sound very scary. Technically, it's like a variant of like the HPV virus, you know, is like the planner's warts and stuff that people get on their hands and feet. I'm no stranger to that. I can, like I said, I competitively swam for 10 years. Those are all.
I thought the cup was empty.
All over the locker rooms. They are everywhere. Like, so many people I knew I swam with had them, you know, whatever. So I know how easy it is to get them. And when I go to the gym, when I use the machines, and like, I will wash my hands. I'll go to the bathroom and wash my hands with like really hot water between every machine I use, because I'm so anxious about getting.
What? Yo, this is the OCD people trying to get me.
Getting any of those on my hands. I'm actually very serious. So that's
bro, the OCD people will try to get you.
Another reason that I haven't done any kind of like Pilates yoga classes here yet, which I want to. I'm just gonna bring my own mat and like sanitizing stuff, but I really want to start doing that because I'm trying not to let like health anxiety hold me back from stuff anymore. But that's another reason that public,
that is definitely OCD.
Gyms are just like not.
OCD is like, I need to do this or I'm gonna die. That's OCD.
Not it for me, because, and people are so gross. People are so gross. Like, you will see them literally, they are sweating buckets, okay? And I'm someone who, when I work out, I sweat a lot from my face, like my forehead mainly. Like, it'll just be like dripping down my face. I will go like this, right, with whatever shirt I'm wearing, and I'll wipe it off and whatever, okay? Everybody typically.
People don't do that though.
Okay, unless you got people that, I don't know, are having an interesting day in there. Typically, most people are wearing shirts of both genders, right? Men and women, typically. I don't see a lot of people shirtless at the gym. That's typically not allowed, whatever. I
need to get my Claude back up. I took apart my PC and I didn't.
I guess if that happens at your gym, whatever, but I've never really seen it anywhere I've went, okay? And I don't think I'd want to see it. Not because it's like, it would be horrifying to me, but because it's like, we're there to work out, and also the amount of back sweat that will get on the pads of the seats of the machines, that's nasty as hell. Like, no one wants to deal with that, right? Ew.
I'll be wiping that off.
So, yeah, that's why even...
Yeah, for those.
If it's like an open, a tank top with like open sides, if you're a man or a woman or whatever, fine. Just don't have the entire, you know, bare back on the machine. Like, that's gross. But I will witness people, I've been seeing this for years, like, this is not new, okay? But
I'm gonna finish this
they're
video,
like
I
me,
think.
where they're sweating a ton from their face, okay? And
it just drips.
And it's dripping down their face. And I'll see them pull one of these where they go, and then without missing a beat, they don't wipe it on their shirt, they don't wipe it on their pants or their shorts, they don't wipe it on the sweat towel they have, they go and they grip right back onto whatever machine they're on or the weights. And it's like, oh my, bro, contaminated. I'm not going on that machine now. I won't go on that machine for the next 3 weeks. It's like, I look schizophrenic right now. There's like, you know, people with long hair, you understand when like your hair just randomly sheds throughout the day and you keep finding it like on your shirt. That's what's happening right now. If you're wondering why I'm like imitating a chimp or something. That's what I think of every time I do that. When I'm trying to get the hair, I'm like, oh my god, I look like, you know, when you see monkeys do that. Maybe that's not relatable. Sorry. Okay. This one is a no-brainer, but it just like stinks in there. It just stinks, and I know I'm gonna have these like Reddit like brainiacs in the comments being like, it's a gym, it's gonna stink. Yeah, I know that, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. Again, I've mentioned this in my other videos. My sense of smell is, the cops could hire me to sniff out drugs. Like, seriously, my sense of smell is insane. Like, so it's honestly, sometimes I can smell it on the sidewalk outside the gym. I'm like, oh, fucking reeks in there. Now that it's getting warm out, it's even worse. Which again, like, it's not people's fault. Like, am I gonna pretend that I smell amazing when I leave the gym? No, I definitely don't, because I take working out seriously. But I also put deodorant on before I go to the gym, and it's clear that a lot of people don't. Like, sometimes I'll be next to someone and I'm like, oh, my eyelashes are falling out. But okay, oh, this next one is a big one, and
oh yeah, I'm not finishing this. She needs to put chapters in here. We need some chapters.
I'm speaking from a female experience here, and I'm talking mostly to women when I say this, but I have on occasion seen this happen to men, like men doing this to other men. So really, like I say, my videos are for everyone. Like, if the experience resonates with you, then it resonates, you know. This is the main reason that I do wish that there were more women's only gyms, for many reasons, but the main reason is just,
but then what?
the staring.
I would not want to go to a men's only gym.
The
diamond gym.
Staring is just really, really annoying to me, and I think like probably the longer that I spend here and the older I get and the more experiences I have, it won't be as annoying anymore, and I will kind of learn to adapt to it and like live with it and ignore it better. But as it stands right now, I haven't been living here for that long, and it's something that's still like very jarring to me. I mean, sure, it happened occasionally in college, but like I said, not so much. Really not so much. I hardly had any negative experiences going to the gyms at Michigan State. I just didn't. Everybody was like super focused on what they were doing. Like, I never really had any problems. There was like maybe once or twice that a guy would, you know, come up and, you know, ask if I like wanted to get coffee or something, but that's once or twice over like 4 years. Like, for the most part, people left each other alone, right? Everybody's busy, everybody has homework, everyone has a job, everyone, you know, it's like, I mean, am I saying that, you know, every college kid is perfect compared to like gyms in like urban areas? No. And again, I think it's just the matter of, you know, there are more people, it's a more populated area, so statistically you're gonna have more people who are weird, and it is what it is. But that's something that has been really aggravating, and like when it is within my tax bracket, I would like to find a women's only gym and go there, because it's not like I hate men. Okay,
you should go to the diamond gym then.
I think you should know that by watching my videos. I don't hate men. I don't base my entire personality around hating men, but if we're talking about my experience and a lot of other women's experiences, it's exhausting to go to the gym and just want to, you know, work out, get a good workout in, you know, seriously, like build your muscles, like better yourself, whatever, and there's somebody staring at you like And it's like you can tell exactly what they're thinking, okay? And they don't care. They're not trying to be discreet. In fact, they're very obvious about it. They do it on purpose. Like recently I was on the elliptical and there was this guy who
Yo, one time I was so geeked and I almost fell off the treadmill.
he was like doing sets, but I swear to God, he was doing one set per like whenever. Like he was not doing sets on a consistent basis. Like I don't know what the hell. But again, I typically never
Oh, that's weird. What if he's just weak?
pay attention to what other people are doing because I'm not the type of person. Like I'm not looking around and judging everyone at the gym. Like the gym, and that's what aggravates me about the staring thing with guys, is that the gym should be a place that like you can kind of, you know, let out your stress and work out and work on yourself, and you should not be self-conscious at the gym. And that is what bothers me about the staring thing, okay, is that I don't want to be stared at. I'm working out. Like I'm not trying to look presentable right now. I'm not trying to give off any sort of impression. I'm trying to keep my heart rate up. Like, so I don't know what you're getting at. Well, I do know what they're getting at is staring at me, but it's like, it's really personally aggravating to me. And again, I think like, you know, in a few years when I, you know, am a little bit more
They're like staring at you, but then they go like this.
accustomed to it, it won't be as shocking. But there's this guy that, you know, was doing the sets and he kept walking. It was like me and then one other girl next to me. No, maybe they were two. I don't know. On the elliptical machines, but we're all women, right? And he is just like between the sets, he's just pacing behind us and he's just like staring at us. Because every time I look back, he's like, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, seriously, I know I didn't say that. I never talk to these people. It's like the worst mistake in the world to engage with somebody who's acting crazy. Don't do that. Unless they're like threatening you or trying to touch you or something. Like, don't engage with people. But so, you know, and then like it's just and that went on for seriously like 20 minutes where he was just pacing and like looking at us, and it's like and then later that same day I went on the treadmill to end my workout. I wanted to do
what I'm gonna do.
15-20 minutes of I do like a sharp incline on the treadmill, and it really helps, you know, build your glutes and your thighs and whatever. It's really good for your core as well. So I'm doing that. And a guy gets on the treadmill next to me, and he's probably 35 years older than me. Okay. Most guys I have these issues with are around, you know, my parents' age, and it's like, and he's on the treadmill next to me. If you've ever been in any sort of urban gym, like, you know how close the machines are together, because the spaces that the gyms are in are small to begin with, so they shove all the machines really close together. So he's literally probably like this far away from me on the treadmill, and I kid you not, at least a dozen times looks at me. Like, I'm looking straight forward. I'm looking like this. He's next to me. He's right here, and he keeps going.
This cup's like hydrophobic.
It's like, what do you think I'm gonna do? Do you think I'm gonna turn this way and offer you my phone number? Like, I am working out. Stop. And it was seriously, I mean, and I don't give any sort of reaction because you can't, right? It's not a good idea to do that. It's just really irritating, and it's something that I'm gonna have to learn how to let go. It's something that I'm gonna have to get used to, but it's like, why are you came here to work out as well, right? So I don't know, like, you focus on whatever the hell you're doing. It's like, he was like alternating between jogging, and every time he would stop jogging, he would be like, and again, I can see it. And okay, well, my eyes are pretty deep in my head, but I still have peripheral vision, okay? Like everybody else, I can see you looking at me. Like, okay, I'm not looking at my hand right now, but I can see it, right? I can see what my hand is doing. I can see you turning your face and staring at me. And it wasn't like, well, maybe he was watching a TV. No, because why would he turn his entire head? And also his line of sight was not at the TV, it was here where I was. It's like, enough. Okay, so that is, it's frustrating, you know, and it's like, of course, it's a public area. Like, there's no women who talk about this stuff. It's not about them being attractive or not, but most of the time they are not. They're much older. They're not even, they literally are old enough to be our parents, okay? Even, let's say they were attractive, since I'm sure somebody's gonna try to make this about, you know, fucking black pill and looks maxing in my comments, which is not my point here.
Sub 7.
Let's say they were attractive. How do you know that she doesn't have a boyfriend, that she's not engaged, that she's not queer, that she's not lesbian. Maybe she's not interested in that. Like, a lot of people, men and women both, don't go to the gym looking at it as, you know, a dating pool. I don't know why anyone would do that. It's a space where people pay to be. It's typically not a good idea to try to interrupt their time there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just wanted to shut that argument down, because I get it a lot in my comments where people are like, oh, well, like, you don't know how lucky you are. Like, I wish that this would happen to me as a guy. It's like, no, you don't. Because if it was somebody that, you know, you did not like for one reason or another, you know, either you don't find them attractive or simply being, it's not, like I said, it's not about attraction. It's about, you are not looking for that at the gym. The gym is not a space where you are actively seeking that out. If it was a club or a bar, it'd be a different story, right? That's why, like, you're probably never going to see me come on here and make a video about somebody approaching me at a club or a bar, because that's like standard for that space, right? It's not standard for the gym. That's my point. If it's, you know, a space where it can be assumed that it would be an unwanted advance, it would be an unwanted advance no matter what your gender is, right? So that's what I mean. Okay, moving on. Yeah, so another thing about gyms is that even at the big ones in places that have more room than urban areas, like if you're in a mid-size or a small town or whatever, there's never really enough room for floor exercises. For like, when I say floor exercises, I guess that sounds weird. I always call them that in my head, but I mean like when you do abs, when you do ab sets, when you do stretching, there's not enough room for that. And especially not, I mean, I'm 6 foot. My wingspan is 6'2". I have really long arms, so that's probably why I was so good at swimming.
Unrelated.
But
that was, yeah, I need to go, bro.
It's like I don't have enough room to do it.
Nah, I can't finish this now. I can't finish now.
Many of you.
No.
Exercises for like when.
I hype mog her too. You the only nigga to twerk at the Diamond Gym. An hour?
Bro, we are out here in New Jersey. We about to blow New Jersey up. Today, we going
The Diamond Gym is in Jersey.
On my birthday, December 4th, we're going to the most dangerous gym in the United States of America. It's called Diamond Gym. Y'all said I wouldn't go come, but guess what? I came on my birthday. This is right here. It's really big for me right here, y'all. It's a big challenge for me. I love challenges, and this right here is the birthday gift. I'm gonna give my all, like I told y'all. If I pass out, whatever it is, injury, whatever it is, we pray. We're gonna say another prayer before we leave. Yes, sir. And yeah, man, just hope to motivate y'all, man. You know, I came on my birthday, y'all. If I can do it, y'all can do it, y'all. You know what I mean? Like just with life, man. You don't want to run from obstacles, man. Cause this right here,
they have rules.
What I'm about to endure, and I'm gonna be much stronger for, you know, for the next thing in life, man. Mentally and physically, you know, and spiritual. Sure. And the motto we're gonna live by, Jay, what you say earlier, man, yesterday?
I said that if Jesus can carry that cross out as far as he did, then we can't complain about no weightlifting or anything.
If Jesus carried that cross, we can lift these weights. All right, y'all. And mentally and physically, you know, and spiritual. Sure. And the motto we're gonna live by, Jay, what you say earlier, man, yesterday?
I said that if Jesus can carry that cross out as far as he did, then we can't complain about no weightlifting or anything.
If Jesus carried that cross, we can lift these weights. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and meet Hattie.
Keep on getting in trouble with him, man. I gotta cut that shit out. Hopefully I keep it.
Want to try it? Cool.
But I am not by any means telling you this is what you should do when you go in the gym. Go do what you think is good for you. That's why TCD would say it's not for everybody. It's for those who get it. Cash is somebody who watches it, he gets it. So you understand it, you want to come out, you want to feel it. A lot of people don't get it, and I get that you don't get it. It's not for you. And that's fine. Do what you want to do in the gym. If you want to watch it for your entertainment, do that. If you want to watch it for motivation, do that. If you want to watch it to try what we do that, but at your own risk, because this shit is crazy. Very crazy.
What he said.
Your discretion is advised.
Yeah, your discretion is advised. For real.
What's going on? You're the only nigga that twerk at the Diamond Gym. Yo, I skipped. Bro.
Come on.
Just.
Right to the board, Cash. Right to the board. Let's go. No. Turn.
Yeah, bro.
No, 35. Who's up?
Somebody.
Take it in.
Open mic.
Who just goes 35? Yo, I go 35 when my ADHD kicks in and I'm thinking about some like Drake lyrics I heard like 4 years ago, bro.
Open mic.
What'd he say? He don't even know what the fuck.
What he said?
He said, he's talking about me.
Stay alive.
You know it's Cash's birthday today? You know that or no?
47.
You didn't know that, right? Why are you looking at me like that? I'm just telling you it's his birthday. No, he came to Diamond Gym on his birthday.
Let's light a Gatorade on fire.
35?
You want me to get this nigga cake or something?
How's your day, boss? Happy birthday. How's your day? It's been a tough day, but I gotta get through. It's an honor to be here, man.
Yeah. Give it a clock.
Should I go to the Diamond Gym? Are they gonna make the cameraman work out? Cause I can't go. They close at 10 p.m. You can pull up at like 9.
Pretty good.
In is in for the rest of the night.
Yeah, you can't get out the car now. You said
30 or 25. There it is. Yeah, I don't keep talking over the neck. He said you do half reps. Now I'm just saying, are you accepting those? No, be honest. Wait, whoa. He's
37 more.
I don't think his chest going low enough. Okay. Very sectional, right? Please do them right. 20 more. 20 more. Ain't no knee in here. Right back down. Happy birthday. You go. Go! 20 more.
Yo, I'm not.
Before you go with them push-ups.
They're gonna kick me out if I pull up. I'm like, it's my birthday. He gonna be like, you the birthday, 44. 44 cents.
Every time he get up on his knee, that's another 20. I don't give a f. We ain't really supposed to the gym on. We'll be in this all night. What is that? That's 18, 19, 20. Kick it, Cat. Come on, Cat. 20 more. Let's go. Come on, it's what you came for. He said he was training for this. You can't train for him.
It's all right, get him up. It's all right, you good, money. Get up though. Don't sit there.
Love, help him up.
Get up. Come on. Get up on your feet. Come on. Yeah. All right, money.
You ain't dead yet.
I am not going to this gym.
Come on. Stand up. Don't show no weakness. Stand up.
I'm.
That's the tricep. That's the big. That's the tricep. Go.
It had that nigga throwing it back.
Stop. That was 100. That way. Go. Come on, Cash, go. I usually would say no, but when he's 70, oh God, damn, Cash about to die.
What's that back here?
How many was
You got 60.
Can somebody count that real quick?
Six from the bottom. Six holes open. From the bottom. Come on.
You got 30
Come on,
left.
come on. Let's go.
Go ahead, Cash.
Stay on him.
I need a beverage, bro.
I'm putting on for all the kids right now, cuz. Get your arms out.
Whose kid? Oh, his. No.
Fight! Fight! That's 4 stops. You owe 10 more. Why are you doing this thing? All the pain that you feel in the face, bro, it's not real. It's not real. Tap into that new level. Tap into that new level. Fine, fine, come on. Don't go on your knees. Come on. You really got to stop on the push-up, really. I ain't gonna lie to you. Be a little bit more on the push-up if you can. Give me what
You think they would believe I'm natty?
you got. Everything you got, I want all of it. Come on. You got your hands off of him. He's doing over here doing charity. Tell him go higher. Come on, come on. Cash. Cash, you good? What happened? Are you okay? Yeah. What's wrong? Let's see you, Hawk.
Go there.
Let's go. Yeah, come on.
Come on.
The worst
Unc.
he's never gonna do is self.
Is this
The worst
cash?
he's never gonna do is self. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on,
get up strong.
They make the cameraman work out. Yeah, I'm never going here.
Get up. Cash, it's on you. You good? You want
You're gonna have to raise the pay.
me to go first?
Fuck around, bring me to the diamond.
What'd he say? Nothing. I'm gonna go and he gonna go. Everybody out. Yo, money, I'm just, bro. He gave away his gun? I'm not giving away his gun. Let him go. Now you go. Too late. 35 burpees. That was my decision. Nobody, no, let me pay it. No. Let me Everybody out 35. Why the you gotta be like that? Life is like that. Cool out. That's 60 plus your 35 is 95. Let's go. He gave away his gun? Cash, it's on you. You good? You want me to go first? Come on, X. What'd he say?
Nothing. I'm gonna go and he gonna go.
Everybody out.
Yo, money, I'm just, yo, bro.
He gave away his gun?
I'm not giving away the gun. Let him go. Now you go.
Nah, too late. 35 burpees.
That was my decision.
The fuck does that mean?
No.
Everybody out 35
Why
burpees.
the you gotta be like that?
Life is like that. Pull out.
Life's not that hard. Okay, my bad. It is.
Where you at? Give me a number.
Come on.
You gave away his gun? How would I even use that in a sentence?
Samuel L. Blackson, get him, bro.
What?
Oh! Oh, shit. Yo, what that shit doing? He shit had a honey fat. I'm away. Head straight. Eyes open.
What type of contraption is this?
Man, let's go. Take it. 19. You got
19. You got 6 more.
6 more. 6 more.
Cash, give me my fight, Cash. Give me my fight, Cash.
Almost there. Oh, you gotta give me that piece, man. That's the only way we're gonna win this fight. Go get it. That's what comes in. Oh, don't say that. Oh, shit. They in here.
What the fuck?
You know when you're ready.
6
Come on, get that lawyer money.
I go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. One more. Push. Yeah. Hey, Pop, how do we swap? We ever do underhand like that? So what
That's how I'm looking at like a set of 5.
do? That's side.
Actually, no, like 1 rep on that contraption, and I'm done. I'm like,
Stand up. Come on. Your body shot.
You good, dog. You straight. Breathe. Yeah.
he like, I should have stayed natty.
Gonna break down knowing you got the wrong one over there.
Let's go.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That's 31. Fuck you. 30. Fuck you.
Do that. Nah, talk that. Talk that. 6 saw your money. Out of here.
26.
Oh, yeah.
You want me to get you a birthday cake or something?
What's that? Oh, yeah.
I'm right here. I got money on him.
I gotta find that clip. 4159.
Yeah.
4159.
Come on.
Whatever. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm just telling you it's his birthday. No, he came to Diamond Gym on his birthday.
Let's light a Gatorade on fire.
Take me through there. Take me through there. Take me through there.
He ain't gonna break down knowing you got the wrong one over there.
Let's go.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29,
Can we put Tung Tung in the Diamond Gym?
30. That's 31. Fuck you. 30. Fuck you.
Nah, talk that.
I'm sorry.
6 saw your
Don't
money.
find me.
26.
Oh, yeah. What was that? Oh, yeah.
I'm right here. I got money on him.
One more. That's it. 50. Whoa, that was 50?
I'm gonna have to be perfectly balanced on each rep, so it's like the least amount of effort. They're gonna be like, wobble it. Like, bro. They're gonna be like, shake. 10 burpees.
Come on, push. Hey, come on. Keep pushing.
Oh, they not gonna be having that. Walk hotbox and then walk in the diamond gym. You're getting jumped. Yo, you're cooked.
Come on, baby.
6 black dudes you've never seen in your life just come from the rafters.
Come on, money, let's go. Come on, get it up. Get it up. Got 2 more.
You think they would believe I'm natty?
2 more. Ready? Let's get these 2. Ready? 1, 2. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, come on. 1 more. Up. Good. Where we at next?
Trying not to make eye contact with him, bro.
Is that crazy?
Think about them TikTokers, man. Talking shit, man. Shout out to the wrist strap.
Come on, let's go.
Tell me what's really going on. I need to check my YouTube stuff.
Work.
Ooh, I like that workout. You gotta die.
Come on. Breathe.
Is there a weight?
I ain't touching it yet. Don't touch it. Breathe and go.
I need to do this. I need to do this. What the?
9, 10.
There's weight.
7, 8. Come on. You got 7. You got 7. You got 3. You got 3.
What?
2. Get the 3.
This is the
Get it up,
cameraman.
get it up. You gotta fight for it. You gotta fight for it. Come on. You can't save you. Good work. Good fight.
Yo, let him work. Yo, take that camera. Take the camera.
Who, me?
Get it up.
Nah.
Alright, though. Here. They want their money, guys. They're not letting you leave without the money, guys. Yeah, you gotta pay that money. Come on. You gotta pay that money, guys, too.
They robbing him?
2 good ones. I don't want to help you. 1 more. Come on. Come on. Go. Oh, shit. Ain't nobody get away from this fucking ball. Nobody touch that shit. Come on. Let's go on. Good, huh? Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, I would have had an injury too if I pull up. I know if I'm the cameraman at the Diamond Gym, I gotta fake an injury. I gotta be wearing like a full body cast in the Diamond Gym, like Squidward. What do you say? 25 months faithful. The fuck? I did not search these shits, bro. What the fuck? What did he say?
Y'all like bodybuilders?
I like skinny, scrawny guys.
I like skinny, scrawny guys.
How about multimillionaires? How about 8 inches and thick? How about talented? How about loving and respectful? My wife 10 weeks ago, 21 years faithful. My daughter committed suicide 3 weeks ago.
Oh, shit.
13, she was faster than me at 12, and I run a 6-minute mile. My testimony, I'm nothing but pure, and I ask you if you want to be in the YouTube channel. And you like scrawny guys.
I know he trauma dump on us like that. Damn.
21 years faithful. Don't show weakness. Take the camera. The fuck?
Yeah, money. Yeah. 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 Don't quit on me now.
How far did Jesus carry the cross?
Yeah.
Let's go, Cash. Let's go, Cash. Where you at? Is that 35? 35 push-ups. Full court, I need you. I need you. Make the tackle. 5 quarters of football. Make the tackle. Make the fucking tackle. Go. Who's counting that shit?
4, 5, 6, 7,
8,
9, 10, 11,
12,
13, 14,
15,
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Come on.
Get your legs up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Let him fight. Come on. Let him fight. Get it off. Let him fight.
That girl should not go to the Diamond Gym, bro.
Get up. Come on. Like a man. Come on. Get up. Get up.
Girls are like, I want an all-woman gym. Guys are like, I want to go to the Diamond Gym and carry the cross.
Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it. Nah, I respect hustle.
Oh my God.
Help with that. I'll take it. I'll take good money. Good money. I like the fucking fight. You don't have to give a about none of that shit. I like the fight. You see, I love.
You know it's his birthday? Light a fucking Gatorade on fire.
That shit gets me. Yo, oh, man. Shit almost. See somebody in the crib. I gotta push myself to feel it.
I need
You know,
this.
I know it's above and beyond me. Could he do his body's condition?
So here's the thing. This is the reason why it's not above and beyond anybody, right? With this workout, yeah, you gotta have some type of prep. It's really about heart and finish, right? For us, it ain't coming in here to it's coming here to last. The biggest thing that we is the finish line. Get to the finish line. You understand? That's all I care about. It's time we come in. I don't even know what I'm doing until I do it. They'll ask me to count. I'll be like 200. But at the same time, I gotta push myself to push short. Then I gotta push in because I see him coming. People don't know my brother Math is a certified power. 600 bench press, 700 squat, 700, 800 deadlift. But he back in here rebuilding until he goes on his platform. When you first reached out to Hottie, no bullshit, it's Hottie a play fan. What did you anticipate? Like, yo, I'm gonna come in, they be on some shit, they gotta edit this shit, they be stopping in the middle of the set, or this can't be real, there's no way, fuck, they don't drink water the whole workout, they don't sit down the whole workout. What was your thought on how did you really think that we was bullshitting?
No, I did, because the thing is, he didn't know, but I actually watched him during quarantine. He used to walk around the gym in Inglewood, and I used to work at the exact same gym. I had a jersey on. He didn't know, but I could see him. He was working all the tits back then, like not drinking water and things of that nature. You know, it's funny online, but I'm like, you know, it's how y'all do it, man. So I just wanted to join y'all culture for this little bit of segment right here, and just show people. I mean, like, different people in different avenues in life that could come join in.
I mean, I knew Cash.
I knew right here was a mindset.
Living
I knew it was a
in
mindset thing, you know. But
too local.
I knew y'all wasn't a game. I knew y'all wasn't a joke. He watched the videos, you know. I don't put y'all down. I made little jokes, you know.
It's cool.
Like that, yeah.
The most interesting part about it is he got lowered. He got an anger problem. He needs to go to therapy. I went to go see my therapist today.
I think you need to go first.
Huh?
He'll fall like you.
I went today. I went to see my therapist at 2 p.m. today. I have some shit going on in my head. What I'm trying to say is, to everybody out there, bro, we're not doing this to hurt nobody, to embarrass nobody. The key thing is he said that he came because he wanted to experience the environment. Same thing with him. He wanted to experience the environment. Cool. But the best part about it is he got through it, and now you can say, that shit is real.
Okay, you might ask a question?
Go ahead.
Okay, you're a firefighter, right? Do you, like, when you working out, do you have any experiences like it'll click for you, but like, you know, I went through this right here, experience like firefighting?
My kids. All of them. I don't even gotta say all my kids. When I wig out, I think about my kids. What I care about the most is
He said that.
being able to save somebody. Not being able to go in and pull this person in. Not being able to pull one of my guys out and saying, I fucked up. Can't ask for no wrist wraps. I can't ask for no water. Can't take chief time out. Can't do none of that. So I treat shit like I'm going to get your money, your grandma. So when people rage bait us online, they don't do this, they don't do that, no matter what you're saying, you can be talking about me from wherever you're talking about me from. But if a fire pop up,
You walking around in the J. They could walk past you. He go to the Diamond Gym.
off in the north, I gotta say your family word, black, white, purple.
He a real that nigga though. This dude.
But nobody don't see that part. You can be in the comment section.
The
hey,
Diamond
the
Gym.
minute a fire happened in the north, and it's one of your kinfolk, and you see me and my crew, some of my partners pulling them out, and you want to say thank you. I'm gonna say it's my job anyway. This shit ain't about me, really. It's about me setting the tone to pass the torch, right? Denzel Washington said this a long time ago. He's never seen a Brinks truck follow a hearse. Meaning, once you die, you can't take none of this shit with you. The Egyptians tried, that shit's still in Egypt. You can't take nothing valuable with you. You can't take your thoughts, you can't take your energy, you can't take nothing. So what I do is I leave it here. So when I go and I'm out of here, my boys got it. They're gonna take care of that. That's the legacy I'm setting. So I don't got time to argue for a couple reasons. For one, half of y'all don't want to play like that in real life, for one. For two, the minute I argue with you, I'm giving you power, I'm giving you my platform. If I can earn my platform, even though he gave me a hell of assistance, earn yours. So what I'm learning right now, not only is silence golden, silence enhances your blessings. Every time we see shit online, we see it, we don't even pay no attention. Cash Nash is pulling up. Other day, Aaron Donaldson's son hit me. Today, Big Boy followed me from the Strength Cartel. Every time something negative happens, and we don't react, something positive happens. So I want the world, like, take that with you. You don't gotta react to everything you see. If it's not immediate danger, what my therapist said, don't react. If I'm in, I don't give a fuck, you can be in Canada, Okinawa, whatever, typing from a distance. If he not in your face, does it really hurt? Cash Nash.
Alright, bro. Cash Nasty pulling up.
The next
This the
voicemail we have
news.
today is an interesting one that I'm very excited to hear more about. This is a viewer who has CHS. Effectively, what this is, hypermesis syndrome, I think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I said it wrong. But it is effectively the syndrome where you can't smoke anymore. I get a ton of comments about this. I get people like, oh, yeah, I have CHS. And I believe you've even spoken to someone who has CHS before on the show. But this guy's particular case of it sounds brutal. This guy talks about his kidneys almost failing, and this shit is scary, you know? As someone who, I love smoking. Smoking, I think, in a lot of ways keeps me grounded and keeps me sober and keeps me sane. And, you know, if this happened to me, I don't know what the fuck I would do. Buddy, I might buy a brick, you know? Like, I don't know what the fuck I would do. But let's listen in.
Hey, Goblin. So the topic today is what, right? And well, I haven't done anything too crazy in my life. I'm afflicted by an illness that may affect some of your viewers. I have hyperemesis syndrome, and I smoked so much for way too long, good 4 years of my life. Geeked out, smoked every single day, and it really fucked up my schooling. And now I'm like grappling community college, still smoking. It's real rough, man. And there was periods in my life where I couldn't stand up. I was having crazy kidney problems. I was bedridden, and I didn't know because no one ever told me what hyperemesis syndrome was, where you just smoke too much, get too geeked, stomach starts hurting, start vomiting. I started taking like 8 showers a day, not because I was filthy, you know, but just because that's all that helped. But if you want to learn about my experience, Hey, man.
Yo, you're on the Gobcast. You mind being recorded?
Don't mind at all.
Yo, I just got done listening to your voicemail, and I heard you got a little CHS problem.
Yeah, man, it's been a rough ride. That I'll say that at least. Pretty interesting too. So I don't even know where to begin with this. Would you mind like a quick?
Bruh. What type of thumbnail is this?
Ancient humans were stoners. Archaeology proves it.
Most people think of drug use as a modern vice, but
Yo, you're on the Gobcast. You mind being recorded?
Don't mind at all.
Bro, fix the thumbnail.
Ancient humans were stoners. Archaeology proves it.
Most people think of drug use as a modern vice, but archaeology...
No.
Blues Brothers is by far the rarest episode of Drake and Josh. Due to music licensing issues and a scene featuring a clip from the 1980s movie The Blues Brothers, the episode was restricted from reruns on cable networks like Teen Nick, even when they were still regularly airing other episodes of Drake and Josh all the time. The episode also hasn't been available for streaming on Hulu, Netflix, or Paramount Plus. But despite these restrictions, you can still watch the episode on Pluto TV, and the full episode is even uploaded here on YouTube, but these versions that are still available are not the same cut as the original episode that aired back in 2004. The reason it's the rarest episode in the entire series is because when it first aired on Nickelodeon, they actually blocked off an entire 1 hour time slot for it and aired a special extended version of the episode, which would literally never be aired again, ever.
Hey, you're watching the extra long season premiere of Drake and Josh at the Teen premiere party.
The actual runtime of the episode was over 27 minutes long.
This nigga better not get quirky.
Most Drake and Josh episodes are closer to 22 to 23 minutes. That made it kind of an awkward length. Not quite long enough to be a TV movie like Drake and Josh Go Hollywood, but longer than a regular episode with a 30-minute time slot. So how did they fill up a full hour time slot? Well, it was actually a special night on Nickelodeon. They called it a premiere party night. And during all...
I'm about to play Skyrim, bro. Fuck that. ain't scared fire, they ain't scared shoot. Supposed to do when he ran blue. What I'm supposed to do when he rats blue. Like you gon' shoot and it's on the shoot. And they ain't scared fire, they ain't scared to shoot. Look, you better go on my phone, bro. I don't. Wait.
You. You're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush. Same as us.
I don't have
and
any.
that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking
Was he even talking to me?
stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there. You and me.
I've played this shit before.
It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
I don't have any voice lines?
Now,
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric? The Jarl of Windhelm? You're the
Bro,
leader
why
of
is
the
George
rebellion.
Lucas on the Die Lip album cover,
Gods.
bro?
Where are they taking us?
Who is that dude,
I
bro?
don't know where we're going, but some guard awaits.
No.
Do I have mods on? These are my only settings?
This can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Hey, what village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last
They're so
dogs.
lucky we're almost there, bro.
Rorikstead. I'm from
They're
Rorikstead.
so lucky we're almost there.
The headsman is waiting. Good. Let's get this
I would have
over
been
with.
tried to run, but these dudes are annoying as fuck.
Sure. Mara.
The
Develop,
fuck?
Kinnarev, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
What is wrong with him? Do I have mods on?
Look at him. General Tully is the military governor. And it looks
My
like
bad.
the Dalmor are with him. Damn elves. I bet they had something to do with this.
Oh my god, bro.
This is Helgen. I used to be sweet on a girl from here. Wonder if Elod is still making that mead with juniper berries mixed in. Funny, when I was a boy, imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
To die.
To go inside.
Why? I want to watch the soldiers.
Inside the house. Now.
Oh, that kid's cooked.
Yes, Papa.
That kid's cooked.
Out of the carts. Move it.
Am I first?
Why do you think? End of the line.
This dude is glitching.
Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
I know he doesn't die.
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them we weren't with you. This is a mistake.
Step towards the block when we call your name.
Wish I had like some 8K graphics mods on
Empire
right
loves
now.
their damn lists. Ulfric Stormcloak.
So my
Jarl of
PC
Windhelm.
could explode.
It has been an honor.
Ulfrid.
Jarl Ulfric.
Wait, I'm not first? I forget they chopped some dude's head off.
Lokir of Rorikstead.
I want to be next
I'm not a
though.
rebel. You can't do this. Halt! You're not gonna kill me.
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward.
Who are you?
Who are you?
This is... Which one don't they like? I would assume...
Are you a relative of one of the Riften dock workers, Agonian? Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure your remains are returned to Black Marsh. Follow the captain, prisoner.
Like, have I ever paid attention while playing this game? I'm gonna read one of the books.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
I don't know, we better hurry up.
Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aether.
Oh my god,
blessings
can
of the
they
8 divines
chop,
For the love of
chop?
Talos, shut up and let's get this over.
Our, as you wish.
Who just said that?
Come on! I haven't got all morning. My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperial. You
Amaranth.
say the same.
Yeah. Praise Talos.
You Imperial bastards!
Who just said that?
Death to the Stormcloaks!
As fearless in death
Me next,
as
bro.
he was in life.
Next, the lizard!
Did she
There it
just...
is again. Did you hear that?
This is just like real life.
Prisoner!
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries!
Bro's still gonna try to chop my head off. He could have done it. This way.
Jarl, what is that? The lady.
Too quick. Too quick. Oh, I could have went over the wall.
That boy, you're doing great. Toro! God! Everyone get back! Still alive. Keep close to me if you want to stay that way. Gunnar, take care of the boy. I have to find General Polius and join the defense. God's guide. Stay close to the wall.
I don't know if this is the right way.
It's you and me, prisoner. Stay close.
You gotta stay close to me. I look like I know what I'm doing. I gotta throw up a speedrun timer right now. No. Come on, cut off the thing.
We'll meet again in Solengard, brother.
You do not
Looks like
know
we're the
him
only
that
ones who
well. Take
That thing
off
was a
the thing.
We better get moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off.
Bro.
There. Just
Okay.
keep putting one foot in front. That. All right. Get that armor on.
The fuck was that? What the? How do I go back? What the fuck type of mod is this? They just took me, bro. So I have some random mods.
See about that gate.
Bro. That was weird as hell. These aren't that crazy of mods. Let it ride, buddy. Let it ride.
Damn. No way to open this from our side.
Obviously there is, bro.
Come on, soldier! Keep moving! Cover. Get this gate open.
No way they didn't see me. I've played this on the Nintendo Switch. Ooh, ooh. For Talos. Freeze, Talos.
What are you doing? Unlock that door and let's get out of here.
How long have I been live? Oh, I haven't even been live that long. What time is it?
See if you can unlock that door. That's it. Come on. Let's get out of here before the dragon
Why can't I?
brings the whole tower down
You
on our
can't
heads.
run in this game. Oh, it's cabbage. Huh. How would that make any sense?
Damn, that dragon doesn't give up easy. You won't leave Helgen alive. Die, dog.
Is there a bow and arrow somewhere? like that? I need this Dark Souls mod.
Done? Let's get moving.
He's so void coded. Which one do I kill? Oh, I'm not supposed to be hitting him.
Oh well. Must have run off.
Opium.
No, I haven't seen him since the dragon.
This is gonna be a good read. No, it's not. It's not. I'll Claude this one. I should just plagiarize this and just like drop it on TikTok Shop.
Wait a second. Looks like there's something in this cage. It's locked. See if you can get it open with some picks. Might need that gold once we get out.
There's no
Grab
way.
anything useful and let's go.
I can reach in there. What is he talking about? What was bro talking about, bro?
Orders are to wait until General Tullius arrives.
I'm not waiting.
No boner?
Be killed by a dragon.
This is the best part of the game. This is the best boner. You sure? Wait. Boner. Why do we all have boners? Bow and arrows comp.
Let's see where this goes. No going back that way now.
Can they chill? Hold on. Oh. Ah. I need to turn off wise, but
Hey, careful. Hold up. There's a bear just ahead. See her? I'd rather not tangle with her right now. Let's try to sneak by. Just make it nice and slow. Watch where you step. Or if you're feeling lucky, you can take this bow. Might take her by surprise. Go ahead. I'll follow you.
can he move, bro? I was trying to take the. Let me go get that mead, bro. Maybe it's the shit that shawty be making with the juniper plants. I'm gonna take the wheelbarrow too.
That looks like the way out. Knew we'd make it.
No shit.
Wait.
I'm about to die. I can't. I should be able to slime bro out.
There. Goes. Looks like he's gone for good this time.
I got slat on my finger. I will slime. Dirty Argonian. I think I'm gonna go straight to Whiterun. I'm killing it. I'm killing the bunny. I'm killing it. Playing Gooner games for the plot. Is that what this? Nah. It's like hella deep now because I'm Argonian. So it's like being black. Oh, I'm about to die. Can Argonians eat raw meat? I'll put on some traveling music. Okay, good. As long as my health's not low. Oh. Looking shit on. Full box. With the Overwatch Tracer pistols. I'm going the wrong way. Drive it like I stole it. Double pocket, bitch, you better not tow it. Please show me all my opponent. I said, please show me all my opponent. I'm so young, I can't fuck on it. She's out like a tick. I gotta put it back again, you know it. I said they got everything. Yeah, money and then she flip. I want money and do it again. Why was I? Fought the test. Before I was on, fought the twist. She said she don't want me to fuck friend. Okay, now my mouth white times when I cry. I'm not finna start flagging ready some. No, every time I feel like I'm fat, I'm gonna put some diamonds all on my wrist. Don't give me a kiss. You can't let that I get. Where's the baby girl? Where you bless? Counting on my K and all the checks. No way it's this close. Wait, can I fast travel in survival mode? I'm gonna say it. Freeze Talos. This game is peak. Why are my settings so low though? What the fuck? What is the point of 4K mods if I'm gonna do this? Don't buy diamonds in my ground.
Must have scared them off.
Fight with us and you'll
Cost money or Gucci.
stories to tell.
Put my baby in Pharrell, Monkless, you bougie. I mean, think about it now, you're children. a hero. You know I'm a hero. I have to go inside. That's 3 in the morning. I was thinking about hitting this lick. I know that you're thinking I'm bogus. I'm supposed to be home. Oh, wrong song.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, brother.
Who the fuck are you?
An order of war, and we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. The old man's got a good... If you go to him, good luck.
I know the ops get they should drop right at designer store. On the like 2, 3 guys like what you buying them for. Grab it for him. What you like?
City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Or else what? You think you can stand against the entire Whiterun City Guard? Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Open sesame.
You say Helgen got hit by a
bomb. If you ain't gonna end this with a shootout, what you started for? Nah, it's not nice. If you ain't gonna end this with a twerk off what you started for. I hate that kid.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
Brigands I can handle. But this talk of dragons? World's gone mad.
Oh, I'm cold. I see it now.
Battleborn, give me your money. You better give me 5 seconds
I
right
know
now.
your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
Should I be watching this robbery go down?
I can't stop now. And I can't get the sword on my own.
I really don't have any money, Brave. I'll give you 10 seconds tomorrow. Just don't hit me.
I just need to hire 1, maybe 2 good men.
I'll put it plainly.
I hate that, Kev.
Or you can keep your wife. If you set foot outside that gate, I won't be here when you return.
Sapir! Wait,
Did I kill her? I don't think she'll die.
Hi there. Yeah?
Don't act all soft. Your dad robbed my boy down.
I just want to go home and read.
Some chug shit. You could be learning spells that they want to learn about. The Dragonborn. Take a right into kilometers.
Well, there's no telling what it... My lord.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Well, that explains why the guards let you in.
More information.
Come on then. The Jarl will want to
you
speak
were
to
at
you
Helgen.
personally.
You... But it's none of my What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust? One moment.
Send troops
One
to Riverwood
moment.
at once.
God might get
I'm gonna
nervous.
steal shit. How? What? This is how the motherboard guides be. My bad, super niche joke.
Preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him.
He's still yapping.
Some fine Imperial armor you've got there.
Thanks.
And slaughters my people. Ireland, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
Please.
That would be best. Be careful. Here.
The Greater? Oh nah, he status mogs.
Suitable for
He's
someone of
status
your
mogs.
particular talents, perhaps.
I didn't know he was the Greater.
Let's go find Farengar.
They be calling him the
My
Jarl.
court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. I'll introduce you to Farengar. He can be a bit difficult. Mages, you know.
Oh, I'm stealing shit. It's a good book. I could have just put .com.
The Skyrim theme song.
Dun, 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 dun,
Right at home. I can't pause it. I can't pause it.
Stop! We're done!
I gotta tab out.
Proventus, you must help me. We need to convince my brother to do more for the war effort. What would you have me do, Hrongar?
Give me that.
Where's the Jarl? You know I can't question his judgment. I'm not asking you to defy the Jarl, just to open his eyes. Use subtlety and suggestion to turn his face to the wall. You're his steward. He listen to you. Leave me alone. If you have something to say to the Jarl, say it with your own tongue.
Ooh, you should say it with your chest, pussy. Where'd the Jarl go?
What are you doing that for?
Oh, I'm finessing all this dude's stuff, bro.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your
Come to Dragon's Reach. Well, when I say straight to the point, I go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interpret. If I said that, as long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who
anything we can use to fight this dragon or dragons. We need it quickly.
With that kid who robbed, bro.
friend, patron of the great clan Battle.
This is hurting my head. This is overstimulating. No. Oh my god, I have to sleep.
Tolerate our presence on Earth.
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
What is wrong with her?
Welcome, child.
So sick. Can hardly stand it.
The fuck is that letter? It's obviously not meant to be read then.
Something wrong, Alan? Huh? Oh.
Take it. I'm as much annoyed as the next man, but I know.
That's me stealing my boy's RAM out his PC when he goes to the bathroom.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday.
You want to fight? That why you have your weapon out?
Who said that?
Guard might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
Each of us, the future of...
I've had enough.
Every video game company has its infamous thing. You know what I'm talking about. For Rockstar, it's online modes and how they've changed the way that Rockstar runs as a whole, for better or for worse, but they are incomprehensibly popular, and part of the reason why Red Dead Redemption 2 was and Grand Theft Auto 6 will be so good. For Nintendo, it's the constant urge to do something different, which has proven to be very successful, but also... No. And for Bethesda, it's... There are over 13 versions of Skyrim that you can play right now, and that's because people, me, will buy Skyrim 13 times. But it's not like Skyrim can be sold this many times for no good reason. It's literal art, from the landscape to the music to the variations and how quests can play out, and the DLC that released in 2013 makes it all the more replayable. So when Bethesda announced another DLC to celebrate the 10-year anniversary in 2021, it would probably be kind of good, right? No, man. Skyrim Anniversary Edition is not only a cash grab, but adds content so watered down. It not only tarnishes the incredible base game, but also straight up ruins Skyrim's foundational developmental pacing, and is, in my opinion, possibly the worst DLC to ever release in the history of gaming. I have across PlayStation 3 Skyrim, OG PC Skyrim, Skyrim Special Edition Skyrim, Skyrim VR, and Switch Skyrim accumulated well over 1,000 Skyrims. And keep in mind, aside from VR, because you kind of have to mod the game for it to work like a VR title, I've played most of that time entirely without mods, probably 1,000 hours or so entirely without mods. So when I, an enjoyer of Bethesda content, that Bethesda content, thinks that a Bethesda approved upgrade is horrible, it's probably not that bad, huh? To kick things off, let's look at a quest from the vanilla Skyrim experience, just an unimportant throwaway one of the 270 that's offered in the base game without the 3 DLC. In My Time of Need begins when 2 Alikir warriors are searching for a Redguard woman who committed a major crime in Hammerfell, their home country. You can find the woman in the Bannered Mare Tavern in Whiterun, and from here, there's multiple things you can do. You can tell the Redguard warriors about her location and have her captured by Netanyahu or whatever his name is. You can find out from an Alikir prisoner where the warrior's hideout is and put them to the slaughter to save the Redguard woman, or you can tell the Redguard warriors you found the woman, lead her to where the leader is, and kill the leader right there.
You liar! How could you do that to me? You could have warned me you were baiting me into a trap. But you're right. This should scatter the rest of them. I can... Go back to my life for now. You have my thanks.
Despite being not related to the main quest whatsoever, In My Time of Need is a pretty deep quest and gives each player a relatively different experience. Okay, so now we gotta... In Skyrim Anniversary Edition, once you reach level 5, you get a letter triggering the quest, The Rising Dead. In the letter, somebody is frantically urging you to stop a ritual that's bringing the dead back to life. Once you arrive at the spot, there's just these copy-pasted zombies walking around with a puny mage. The zombies aren't even unique enemies either. They're reskins of Draugr. They have the same voices and everything. After slapping around some zombies, you can pick up this journal to complete the quest, and in the journal it's written how the undead are rising and nothing of this magnitude has ever been seen in Skyrim in years! And after completing this quest, these copy-pasted enemies will just randomly attack you. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but for something as grand in magnitude as the undead coming back to life, you'd think that some people would at least acknowledge it. Because one of the coolest parts in Skyrim is completing faction quests or even side quests and seeing how the world around you reacts to it, whether it's a major environmental change or just some throwaway guard dialogue.
Releasing a captured dragon. I don't think I'll ever understand that one.
Hey, be careful!
It's kind of what makes open world games and exploration worthwhile, because you need reinforcement that your choices and actions actually matter. But with the Anniversary Edition quests, no one seems to care too much. The guards don't talk about it, nobody talks about it, and that's because this $28 upgrade is basically paid mods that Bethesda puts zero effort into naturally trying to integrate into the vanilla Skyrim experience. Another Anniversary Edition quest, which is supposed to celebrate 10 years of Skyrim by the way, is the Taming Wild Horses objectives. In Red Dead Redemption, a game that came out 1 year before Skyrim, taming a horse is a pretty engaging minigame, getting the player to balance John on horseback by observing his movement and which side he leans towards. So when I see that in a Bethesda-approved $28 upgrade, they added Taming Wild Horse mechanics, I got pretty excited. So first, you need to buy a wild horse map. And by the way, in these quests, because they were tacked on post-development, there is no unique dialogue for them. It will always just be reused voice lines, which is kind of
Of course, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
It is all in this note.
unnatural, because everything else in the game is fully voiced. Anyway, if you look at the wild horse note and go to one of the locations, you can sneak up on a horse and keep pressing F on it until it eventually stops bucking you off. So basically, the way taming wild horses works in Skyrim is that you get on it, they'll throw you off, and then you get back on it, and eventually it will just work. I think it's funny too that when the horses buck you off, the typical morbid falling sound effect plays. It's just so dramatic every time you need to rinse and repeat. It's not just the horses upgrade that's a strange addition though. The fishing is even more shameless. Now listen, I love fishing in video games. Ever since Link's arm and the Twilight Princess fishing mechanic blessed my virgin eyes, fishing in video games has always been a simple but fun minigame for me. I mean, hell, Red Dead Online is what got me into fishing in real life. What the is this? First off, you can't fish anywhere you want. Your fishing rod is a sword, and the only way you can fish is if you go to a designated spot. Once you catch something, it'll kind of just pop up on your screen, and the quests associated with fishing...
Here, I want you to have this. Don't ask, just take it.
Renee.
I'm just so immersed. I'm so immersed.
I'm so immersed. I'm so immersed. I'm so immersed.
I'm converting to real Justin for a second. If I was a first-time player going into Skyrim, this kind of quest would make me not want to explore, because it gives the impression that Skyrim is an unfinished game.
Of course.
And there's no way to differentiate what is anniversary content and what isn't without looking and memorizing the list of DLC that comes with the package, which obviously nobody is going to take the time and do, because why should they have to? Now, of course, a lot of you guys may be thinking, Justin, I'm sick of your negative attitude, man. All you do is complain, and you just incorporate shitty drawings into your videos to disguise the grift. 1, more content is better, and 2, these additions to the game are done by modders. It's nice to have extra stuff regardless of quality, because more is better than nothing. And to an extent, that is kind of true. When you play a game over and over again, anything will be better than what you've already experienced. In Red Dead 2, I have a ton of mods that remove mechanics and add things, but I would never recommend a first-time player to play the game like that, because it just doesn't make sense and takes away from the game's core design. Skyrim is one of the best-selling adventure games out there, because it has good mod support, but mostly because it has worthwhile exploration. I'm so tired of people saying that vanilla Skyrim isn't any good without mods. I feel like that's just so dismissive.
It's pretty true.
Of the art piece that Skyrim is. And I'll say that with chest. Skyrim is a fucking amazing game. Taking another quick example of how quests act in vanilla Skyrim though. In the quest Ancestral Worship, you follow this young man into this family's tomb to stop a wizard from performing necromancy. Because this dungeon isn't a traditional Skyrim dungeon, it is this guy's family's graveyard, if you go to loot anything, he gets mad at you.
Hey, those belong to my family.
He's pussied
Take
up.
whatever you want. So long as you help me get rid of Vals.
It's dialogue like this that brings Skyrim to life and makes each quest worth your time, because even though they follow a similar formula, which is a big criticism Skyrim gets, they each try to be different in any way they can. This is why people keep going back to Skyrim, and not games like these newer Assassin's Creed RPGs, which have a bajillion quests and collectibles, but absolutely zero depth. I mean, come on, as much as I love Assassin's Creed Origins, it's definitely a one playthrough kind of game. If a first-time player goes into Skyrim with the Anniversary Edition package, their first impression with the game isn't going to be the little details and immersive value that Skyrim has. It's going to be the watered
Is that not the only package?
down quests and minigames that will taint the
Renee,
overall
stop.
vision of what Skyrim can be. And unfortunately, the Anniversary Edition of Skyrim is the mainstream physical copy for PS5 and Series X now.
And for Switch 2, it's the only version available.
But if you thought it was just the Aquafina quests and the janky minigames that made the Anniversary Edition of Skyrim an insult to the vanilla game, you know how Skyrim is a game with a leveling system, skill trees, statistics? It really encourages the player to try as hard as they can to get stronger and play more to build up their character's experience. That's kind of the fun of games like Skyrim, RPGs, although there are a first-time player to play the game like that. We need for no charge from Bethesda's mod store. The need for Reddit, first-time player. You know how Skyrim is a game with a leveling system, skill trees, statistics? It really encourages the player to try as hard as they can to get stronger and play more to build up their character's experience. That's kind of the fun of games like Skyrim, RPGs, although there are a lot of people online that are like, Skyrim's not an RPG. Well, the Anniversary upgrade seems to have a different point of view. Wait. Why would somebody want to struggle with bosses, work for gold, and get stronger when the end goal is to be the strongest? Here we go, guys. Why don't we just move that to the start of the game so that the player doesn't have to go through all of that hardship? After you leave Helgen, the first 20 minutes of the game, you can run to the city of Windhelm, read a book inside of the Winking Skeever, and go to the new destination that it marks on your map. You can kill a few measly skeletons, and then get the best light armor in the entire game. But mind you, there is also another quest where you can go and speak with an innkeeper about bounty work. They'll direct you towards the Crowtooth
You
camp.
putting me
Once
on.
you clear it out, you will be tasked to go to this ruin where you fight a dragon, some Draugr, and Forsworn. But even if you
I've
want to
finished
skip
this
all
game,
that fun
though.
stuff, you totally can. And once you run to the top of this tower, you can obtain the best heavy armor in the game. Both of these things can be done within an hour after leaving the tutorial. Even today, when I was playing for the sake of this video's gameplay footage, I started a quest given to me by a bartender, which directed me towards a group of bandits that I was heroically inclined to
fuck
kill.
is he using
Standard
to
Skyrim
record?
activity. Typically, these sorts of missions give you a few hundred gold, and if you're lucky, maybe an enchanted mid-tier weapon. Well, after getting the quest item and delivering it to the person marked on my map, I was kindly handed a full set of Daedric armor. Hello? I saw a great point brought up by Sostratus on Reddit. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I hope that was close. Defending this aspect of the Anniversary Edition, saying that a lot of people complain it ruins the game since you get endgame armor so early, but at level 1, it's hardly any more durable than the early game armor sets before you level up your skill trees. Again, I think this is a valid argument. However, I still think it takes away from Skyrim's core experience. The player will never have to swap outfits and choose between one item over another, since they will always have the strongest one. I adore how in the Senile Scribbles, a relic of Skyrim content on the internet, the main character gets better armor every entry in the series, which reflects Skyrim's actual gameplay. So much of the fun comes from trying out new sets of armor and being able to go, damn, my character looks good, and then damn, my character looks good, and then damn, my character looks. But when you have the best, most amazing suit of bone from the second you leave Helgen, it just makes the game less thrilling because you have everything handed to you from the get-go. The thing is, Skyrim's story is great, Skyrim's exploration is even better, but the game just isn't deep enough in my opinion to stand on those two things alone. Reward needs to be sprinkled in there for the player to want to engage more with the game, and it's not just weapons and armor. In Skyrim's DLC Hearthfire that was released in 2013, players got the ability to build their own house in a few select locations. Building a house all the way through was a big commitment. You needed to gather the materials, have the funds, it was a process, but finally acquiring that dream mansion made it all worth it. In Anniversary Edition, the houses that players can buy, at pretty cheap prices by the way, are fully decked out with armor stands, alchemy tables, horse stables. There's this quest at around level 10 where you get a letter from somebody who wants to fight you to the death. And if you beat her, you get her massive estate. Unsurprisingly, she is very easy to defeat, and then you just go into this enormous house with everything you could ever possibly need for no charge, risk, or effort whatsoever. And by the way, for getting an opportunity of this magnitude out of nowhere, you'd expect a bit of significant dialogue, right?
I understand. Fight or die well.
The thing is, these new properties having all the upgrades and quirks of high-end real estate in Skyrim at a super low price or no price at all gives the player no reason to even try making their own house or buying one of the vanilla ones. It's just another aspect of Skyrim's anniversary upgrade that throws the exploration and progression system right out the window in the name of giving the player everything they could possibly dream for as early as possible. However, through all of the silence, the sludge, the slop, there are a few hidden gems within the Skyrim Anniversary Edition package, but to access that content, you need to have all the other mods enabled. Why is Skyrim Survival Mode a blessing on Skyrim that enhances everything about the game by forcing the player to engage with their environment, actually pay attention to how much they're carrying, how much they're eating, how well they're preparing for the cold, how many hours of sleep they can muster, how they're going to adventure place to place effectively while sustaining resources? God, it's a crime among men and women, and especially non-binary people, that this feature is locked behind 1 trillion waves of developer neglect. A direct example to show what I mean by survival mode forces the player to interact with the environment was when a Stormcloak soldier came to arrest me for stealing some food. In a normal playthrough, I would just pay the fine and fast travel back to where I was, but because fast travel is disabled in survival mode, and I had already trekked so far from town, I was not trying to make that trip again. So for the first time in probably 5 years, I resisted arrest and dealt with the consequences. As a whole though, I know that this upgrade is just a bunch of mods from Bethesda's mod store, the Creation Club, all packed into one bundle and thrown at the game. All of it is made by the community and it's no excuse for Anniversary Edition brings to the table. What makes it the worst DLC in gaming? That's a pretty big statement to make. I mean, video games like Azura's Wrath exist that charge a price to get the true ending. Oblivion's Horse Armor DLC from 2006, despite being super cheap, changed microtransactions in the gaming industry forever by normalizing paywalls behind content. But Skyrim Anniversary Edition is just... Let me put it like this. The Mona Lisa is a beautiful painting. Guy who painted it comes to you and is like, I can make it bigger for you. You say, awesome. And then he comes back with this. The Anniversary Edition gives the player a collection of out-of-place, uninspired quests, mechanics, and rewards that ultimately hurt the game in its entirety. At least with the true ending DLC for Azura's Wrath, you actually get something fully new. But with the Anniversary upgrade, it's mostly just reused assets, which makes it completely stand out and drown in comparison. And even if you do want to enjoy the fruits of the slop tree, the corn and the turd, you will still have to leave all of the other mods enabled. Now this whole video, I've been speaking from the perspective of,
I don't think you do.
what would a first-time player think? But as a
Someone actually left a review. I'm pretty sure you go disable.
long-time player, Skyrim's mod community is so enormous, and they have contributed a lot to the magic of the game, and have made mods completely free that enhance the experience, sometimes in remarkably impressive and immersive ways. Skyrim VR with mods, specifically the virtual body avatar mod that adds actual weapon holsters, the Higgs physics interaction mod, the immersive pull chains mod, the mod that lets you kill Nazim. Again, the paid mods versus the free ones are night and heaven, and the Anniversary Edition could have and should have been way more ambitious and not relied on the community to add content to an iconic single-player video game. Ray tracing would have been nice. I mean, they did it with GTA 5 and The Witcher 3, it's a game changer. I know it doesn't look too different on video, but in gameplay, it's slick as hell. But what do you guys think about the Anniversary Edition? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it the worst DLC in gaming? Let me know in the comments below and I'll check them out as soon as I possibly can. As always, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video, and make sure to have a good one. I know I won't. All around me is Skyrim.
Don't ever do that again.
Men and women, and especially non-binary people, that this
Niche non-binary joke, I guess. 21 years faithful. She ran a 3-minute mile.
I've killed a lot of people in my time playing Skyrim, and I've only recently started to wonder, where do they go? And I don't mean Sovngarde or Alduin's stomach. I'm talking about physically. Like, where do the bodies go? In-game, they probably just lay here forever, but lore-wise, what happens to their corpses? Where do they get buried? That question led me here, to Winterhold. Now, Winterhold is technically one of Skyrim's major cities. It has a Jarl, it has the College of Mages, but when you get here, you're really just kind of looking at 7 buildings and then 4 other burnt down ones. I mean, remember, this is supposed to be a major hold for Skyrim. When I got here, I started looking for a graveyard, which I honestly figured I wouldn't be able to find. I mean, the ground is frozen solid. So I was also looking for a Hall of the Dead, but in poking around, I couldn't find one of those either. So I figured the college might have something. I mean, it's this massive structure. It's been around centuries. Mages definitely die here. College has the Arcanium, which is a huge library, the Halls of Countenance and Attainment, and underneath this whole thing is a dungeon called the Midden. And I looked around there too, and it's basically just this creepy underground dungeon with nowhere to put bodies aside from this skeleton. In all of Winterhold, there's no graves, no urns, no Hall of the Dead. Just, I mean, what do they do with people that die here? So at this point, my thought process was, 1, nobody dies here. 2, they just kind of chuck people off of the mountain. Or 3, they transport their dead somewhere else and then have them bury them somewhere else. So I checked out Dawnstar. It's quite a bit bigger than Winterhold. It also has 2 mines, which I found out because the NPCs wouldn't stop talking about them. I couldn't get away from all the mines talk. It has a bar where you can rent a room, and it even has a museum. But again, no Hall of the Dead or tombstone to be seen. So I started to check the outskirts, and that's when I saw that tower off in the distance. But in hiking up here, I think it's just a lighthouse. I had this whole thing where, like, I didn't understand why that they kept all this wood here. And then I started to get more footage and everything, and it clicked. This is a lighthouse. Why, seriously, why would they store wood up here? That was my whole thing, is like, why would they put wood up here when they could just take it down and use it at their house? It's a lighthouse, actually. That tower over there, though, that is a church. That is also not a Hall of the Dead, nor is it a graveyard. So Dawnstar's got 2 mines, a museum, towers full of lumber, but nowhere to bury their dead? I'll be honest with you, I've only ever been to Falkreath a couple times in all my years playing Skyrim. It's not a place that the main quest really takes you to, and there's only a couple couple of side quests that really even bring you through Falkreath. So when I walked in here for what was essentially the first time, I didn't really know what to expect. There's something I realized when I first got here, and it's that the graveyard's not a part of the town. The town's a part of the graveyard. The businesses have names like Dead Man's Drink and Grave Concoctions. There are tombstones everywhere. And this isn't just some local cemetery. Falkreath apparently has the biggest graveyard in all of Skyrim. But in order to know why that's significant, I think we have to take a look at what everybody else is doing first. Because I went from two cities that literally do nothing to their dead to a town that's literally built.
I'm getting back on Skyrim, bro. I don't think I can show Nexus mods. Let's get me some mods. Why is every mod pack in SFW? I'm not trying to get a collection. I need the Dark Souls mod. Hold on. Bitch trying to fuck with the blue cheese. But I'll keep her seeps. That in the popping, then jump popping. Say another word and I'm pistol popping. If you depressed, you go shopping. Deep nigga want me to stop. Every single day been top dog. All I got. Generally hot. Choke. Money o'clock. Wake up and I'm gonna bow. I like an asshole. Niggas trying to say I was bad, but. Back up, nigga. Don't get close in this bitch. To play, nigga, don't play. Don't play. Okay. How many pays? Let me some pay. Can't complain. How many pays? That's just simple. Nigga, don't play. Okay. Okay. How many pays? Let me some pay. We can't complain. Hit. Shalat. Wake up, bitch, get money o'clock. Wake up and I'm fucking that bell. Wonder why I like an asshole. Niggas try to say I was black, but I ain't give a fuck with this shit. I wasn't up in it, bitch. True crazy. Went up in it, bitch. Oh, man, the girls being codfish, yeah. So basically, feel like a Martian, yeah. Fuck a protest, start a mosh pit. Red bottom kids really stomping, yeah. Nearly grits of me and cornfish in here. No space could feel like a marsh in here. Fuck a protest, start a mosh pit. I really hate mods, bro. Think about that ass shit. Ain't no barking, yeah. Peter twerking on the walls. Peter parking, yeah. Head is on the rear view. X on my phone. We too loud. I can't hear you. Blood turn is called rap. I'm a ball till I fall. I will cavalier you. Space Jam, Jeopardy, asking whole lot of monsters in. I'm an analyst. I'm gonna trade Jeffrey Dahmer in. I'll hang with animals. Nobody about the llama. Yeah. Fight your mama. Yeah. Oh yeah. That bottom kids are feeling stomping there. Oh, million kids of me and coffee. Yeah. She's cool for like a marsh in here. Fuck a protest, start a marsh pit. Fuck a protest, start a fire here. I would jump up in the party on my cypress here. I've been fucking calm for it, popping Molly though. Me and calamari no more sloppy Joe. Some reason my niches trying to stay for dinner. Trying to at a mosh pit in Staples Center. Oh, you niggas better. It's alright though. Healthy than my liver. I'm sipping nitro. Blood nitro. Smoking jetpack. Hating on the street, nigga, don't respect that. I wanna jump out in the crowd, but I'll be scared to do it. If they pull on me the wrong way, I'ma go to shooting. Oh, million girls to me and cornfish, yeah. New space could feel like a Martian, yeah. Fuck a protest, start a mosh pit. Rap bottle kids feel like stomping, yeah. The old million girls to me and cornfish, yeah. New space could feel like a Martian, yeah. Fuck a protest, start a mosh pit. She said she my fan. She trying to make some art. I don't know if she got all up in the arch. She's at the bar. I don't know. Tell me that she drank this shit at the bar. I heard they share a house. I heard they share a house. Her kids all in that tell me like she drank this shit at the bar. How you feel? Baby, I feel fine. I need more dollar signs that you can't write on time. I can go 50 lives. I look way mesmerized. There's your body in the side. Decorate the outside. When it's fine, diamonds. Be close to promise your mind. I got to finish line. Shit right now. I need home. I need my money and around my way back home. Maybe I'm the Rolling Stone. No. Oh, get none of my bitches. Stitches. If you can't write on time. I look way mesmerized. You shine brighter than the stars. You decorate the night sky. I could probably come with you when you don't mind. You fine with your mind. You start to finish line. That's hard to finish line. Should I?
And there it is, friend. We are the children.
Oh.
Helgen, destroyed by a dragon. Hard to believe, isn't it?
Damn those gray mains to a
That decorate the night sky. Brothers diamonds. Wait, what am I doing? Across the finish line. Bro, is this shit in like... Oh my god, I can't fast travel.
They say there's nothing. Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the about the same way I hear it. Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands.
How you feel?
It sounds awful.
Baby, I feel fine. I'm gonna... Hey, and the streets is spot, they said that they had 12 at the door. And they put up pussies dropping out some shells on the floor. If you said with the bodies, you might tell on the boat. If you trying to slime me, say I'm healed to the foe. They didn't put that on there, jump out, come through that hit different.
Well, let me tell you something, friend.
I gotta say
Let
different.
them come. Because the so-called emperor... Oh, well, let me tell you something,
Us
friend.
outside. We're gonna spin that block.
Cyrodiil is
I don't
a
need
long
no
way
skill to
from
show
here.
that boy. I don't need no clock.
So rise up, rise up.
What the hell need for creeping? Bitch, I got your daddy. I can fill him up like that, bitch. I'm about to turn off survival mode. I can't fast travel.
Yes, house. We'll leave immediately.
I thought she had a tail.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Hop outside. We got ops outside. Oh, I need to fix this shit. Pop outside. We have ops outside. We're gonna spin that block. I don't even need no skill to serve that boy. I don't need no clock. We got one prob actually, something.
Legitimate question. Whenever I eat apples...
Bro, I can't pause.
For a second, I thought this was going to be a very medical question. And then it just took a turn. This is one of my favorite segments I do. But before... potato products, I sweat a little bit and my nipples get hard. Question. And then it just took a turn. This is one of my favorite segments I do, but before we start reading and responding to your comments, whenever I eat apples or potato products, I sweat a little bit and my nipples get hard. Why is that? I love your channel. Officer Moose, awesome username. Your nipples get hard from eating apples or potato products? There's a condition known as oral allergy syndrome, which is not exactly what you're describing, but basically what it is your mouth tingles and it feels like you're having a little bit of allergic reaction when you eat foods with certain triggering proteins. Again, that can happen with apple. Bananas, but it has nothing to do with your nipples getting hard. Officer Moose, I don't know if you're turned on by potatoes. You know, as they say, whatever floats your boat. I'm not here to judge. Would you be willing to do a video on the word quiet in the ER? I have heard there is a secret rule and never say, for example, quiet day so far. KSK, you're absolutely right. You never want to say that it's been a quiet day. You never want to say it's been a quiet call. For some reason, every time you say that it's been quiet and you're grateful for it, you suddenly get a lot of admissions, emergency situations, rapid responses, code blues. You start running around like a chicken with its head cut. Now, I'm not a superstitious guy. I've said the word quiet and I've brushed people off who told me I shouldn't have said it, but I see why it exists. Mirth Van der Heide. Hi, I'm 13 years old and recently I saw a video of how you can grow a few inches per week by doing stretches. Is this possible? What you should focus on to grow the tallest possible is eating a healthy, balanced diet, making sure you get enough protein, make sure you're eating your veggies and fruits. I know that sounds like your grandma talking, but it's true. You need those minerals. You need that ability to grow.
Don't say milk. Did he say that?
Hi.
Is he getting
Hi, I'm
paid
13
by
years
Big
old, and
Dairy?
recently I saw a video of how you can grow a few inches per week by...
Bro, fuck that. Hop on a stack, bro.
doing stretches. Is this possible? What you should focus on to grow the tallest possible is eating a healthy, balanced diet, making sure you get enough protein, make sure you're eating your veggies and fruits. I know that sounds like your grandma talking, but it's true. You need those minerals. You need that ability to grow. You need to get enough sleep, because when you sleep well, you actually get a lot of growth hormone released. And when I say a lot, I mean the right amount, so you're not hurting the amount of growth hormone you're getting. And then on top of that, you want to make sure you're exercising. Normal to talk, or in my case, talk and sing in your sleep. Record it and play it back.
We just got a really surprising update on The Elder Scrolls. The new Xbox CEO that just stepped up mentioned The Elder Scrolls is a part of her future plans. And if you're interested in The Elder Scrolls, I think this is going to be very relevant for The Elder Scrolls 6, particularly if you like mods. Matt Booty and Asher Sharma are the two current Xbox execs, and they recently posted We Are Xbox. This was intended for the Xbox teams globally and basically laid out their updated strategy and goals as they take over as this new leadership. So as a part of Xbox content strategy going forward, they want to elevate creator-centric platforms like Minecraft, The Elder Scrolls, and Sea of Thieves. And while this overall memo is getting a ton of analysis, a ton of people have just read past this segment because I don't think they actually realize what this means. What even are creator-centric platforms? And I'm here to tell you, this is a big deal. Here, Asha Sharma is talking about mods or user-generated content. And I mean, hey, it's the new Xbox CEO, so a big part of this is paid mods for The Elder Scrolls, and specifically how Xbox plans to elevate that going forward, whatever that means. And if you haven't been paying attention, something in gaming is changing right now, and what many fans don't realize is Bethesda has been on the forefront of this. This being the Roblox effect. Yeah, I can see how many of you aren't that tapped into Roblox, but thankfully I am. And you'll have to start paying attention because this is now changing how other games are made. Roblox has this very extensive game customization system, so you can basically create your own games within Roblox, and then you can sell these experiences to the player base. And when
you can also sell assets.
You couple this reality with the fact that people are playing the same games for longer and longer. You might have noticed this behavior even in yourself. Like, have you been playing games that you bought over 5 years ago? Yeah, a ton of people are. It's a big shift in user behavior right now. The problem is, for game companies, you only have to pay for that game one time, right at the start of this. But if you continue to play that game over time, they want you to be able to continue spending money on that game. And for lots of people, they're no longer spending a bunch of money on new games each year, and instead, many people are spending more money on their favorite game. So what you're seeing is with Roblox, a ton of people are sticking around and just buying games in the game, basically purchasing additional user-generated content. And that is really important because it allows Roblox to be a storefront. So the Roblox developers are taking a nice percentage cut of everything being sold while not actually having to develop the content themselves. And since they've been doing this for years, they have a giant library of content that just continues selling. And well, yeah, this has been a thing for a while now. There's a reason companies like Xbox and even their new CEO are starting to take notice and mentioning this in their new memo. Because in a recent report, it was revealed that the top 10 Roblox experience devs made on average $40 million each in 2025. The top 1,000 developers made $1 million each. In other words, last year, Roblox made 1,000 game devs millionaires. Because the other huge aspect of this is crazy profit margins. You only have to make the game once, and then once you list it on the store, the game continues to sell over time and doesn't require much overhead to maintain by the devs.
Still?
So for a lot of these companies,
those are always rug pulls.
Several of these, you kind of just start rolling in the money, and so does Roblox as they build a massive library to purchase from. From this last year, Roblox made almost $5 billion in revenue. And perhaps more importantly, this revenue grew 35% from the year prior. So this is a game that was already doing billions in revenue that's growing 35% year over year. That's massive. To put those numbers into perspective, Bethesda bought all of Bethesda and its IPs, so literally all of Elder Scrolls and Fallout, for $7.5 billion in 2020. It seems pretty realistic that people might spend $7.5 billion on Roblox microtransactions this year. And all this is incredibly relevant for Microsoft and even Bethesda, because Microsoft views this as a threat, and of course wants a cut of the user-generated content pie, and right now, Bethesda is one of their best opportunities for this in the future, notably with The Elder Scrolls 6. In this memo, the new Xbox CEO Asha Sharma says, some of the biggest recent hits are coming from small teams or even single creators, and places like Roblox are producing experiences that rival major franchises in scale. More players are also choosing subscriptions and services as their primary way to play, with expectations set
weird.
around instant access, ongoing value, and libraries that evolve continuously. And it's not like this is just on their radar. It seems like they're going to seriously be investing in this. As the CEO also says, Xbox will be where the world plays and creates, and will be open to all creators from individuals to the largest studios, giving anyone the tools to reach a global audience and keep their games growing over time. And well, yeah, you have to imagine a huge part of this is going to be paid user-generated content. I am at least a bit hopeful that we'll also see advancements in free mods. Having a bunch of free mods available for more games or even increased modability does help to increase replayability, and with Game Pass being such a huge part of Xbox's business, that's heavily incentivized as you will stay subscribed to Game Pass and pay each month. So as we tie back around to that original quote of
Fucking
elevate creator-centric
$40.
platforms like Minecraft, The Elder Scrolls, and Sea of Thieves, yeah, they're talking about mods and paid mods here. Minecraft already has a massive paid mod scene with its marketplace. This also is closing in on payouts in the billions, but it's not nearly as large as Roblox right now. Sea of Thieves is in the midst of adding in custom seas, so players can make more unique experiences and tweak additional aspects of the game on their own servers. You have to imagine this will have some kind of paid opportunities around it in the future. And I mean, hey, let's see what gets announced at the Xbox showcase in about a month now. And with the Elder Scrolls 6 right around the corner, that game could genuinely end up being the biggest paid content opportunity yet. Because what I think a lot of people have just missed is over the past couple of years, Bethesda has quietly evolved into a games as a service company with their single player titles, and they've done this rather successfully. Like, yeah, sure, we've all seen the new take on paid mods get added to Skyrim, Starfield, and Fallout 4. Creations as a giant storefront for both free and paid mods is clearly a core strategy of Bethesda. So just right off the bat, if Bethesda's releasing a new single player game, you should expect this to be included with it. That includes The Elder Scrolls 6. And I would predict that free and paid mods are very likely to drop at the same time for The Elder Scrolls 6. But now that some time has passed with paid mods, we've seen how they develop their strategy with this, because now, almost every single month, a new paid content drop comes to each of their major titles. And of course, Bethesda is getting a cut of all of the sales of this content. And all the while, the library of paid content is growing larger and larger. And yeah, maybe you personally aren't interested in paid mods, but that's not the point, because plenty of people are, and this is changing how games are being made. You can find paid mods with tens of thousands of bookmarks, millions of plays, and even a bunch of likes. There's no simple way to find sales here, but as you start doing some rough math, you can figure out that, yeah, money is being spent and made here. And speaking
Hold on. We done, boys. Where am I getting Robux from?
speaking with authors in this program, for some of them, this is life-changing money, allowing them to now make mods free and paid full-time, or even hire additional team members to create larger projects in the future, using the money from one release to fund larger projects down the road. We aren't talking about an extra 1,000 at the end of the month for some of these people here. This is real money and them turning into full-time jobs. But you're also seeing Bethesda evolve with this. I thought it was a bit odd how far after
Did I just see a 1911 in Starfield? Let me download that real quick.
Shattered Space, Terran Armada dropped for Starfield. That actually is Bethesda's latest DLC for a single-player title. Of course, all this happened around the PS5 launch and this big new update, so I get why they waited. But of course, when you look at the company, the onus to drop new paid content is likely a lot less when you're already making money every month as a storefront. Like yeah, Valve doesn't care about releasing Team Fortress 3 because of all of the Steam sales they're getting. Internally at Bethesda right now, I think a very similar evolution is occurring. You have to imagine their monthly receivables look a lot different compared to a few years ago when it was really just big spikes around their own releases and then nothing. Now every single month, people are buying paid mods and they're constantly releasing new ones. But what many people are missing is this is going even further, because Bethesda is starting to use some of this content as official releases themselves. The lines between paid mods and official DLCs are starting to get blurred, and I think this is something we're going to see a lot more of in the future. We just saw a bunch of it with Fallout 4. To go along with the anniversary update, we got Tale of the Beast Hunter, adding in a new dungeon/player home, but also a high-quality weapon and armor. All this stuff was really cool. It was very well received and completely free to download from the Creation Store. To lots of people, they just saw this as a release from Bethesda Game Studios, but in reality, this was made by Hobgoblin Studios. These being the developers behind a bunch of your favorite free mods, and they've now come together to make several paid mods under the studio name Hobgoblin Studios. Because, yeah, this is an example of modders being able to do this now full-time. Bethesda basically hired them as a group of contractors to make a one-off Fallout 4 mod that Bethesda ended up releasing themselves with the anniversary update. And a bunch of studios of full-time modders are being created like this. We'll actually talk about another one in a moment, but Hobgoblin Studios has been one of my favorites because I think they obviously present the value for your money with these paid mods. Become a Bounty Hunter is basically the ghoul mod for Fallout 4, like the ghoul from the Fallout TV show. You get a new outfit that looks just like his, a fully functional new weapon that also looks and sounds just like his, but also a fully functional bounty mechanic in Fallout 4, where you can even be hunted down by other bounty hunters if you do bad things, and all this is tied together with a fully voiced questline, and it even just got additional content in a recent update. Beyond that, they made the Gutsy Robot Backpack, which is like a living backpack that uses the actual Mr. Gutsy voice actor.
Booyah! Thrust pack activated. I may have been reduced to a backpack, but I'm still the deadliest thing you're carrying.
They hired him to record a bunch of new voice lines for this mod, so it sounds exactly like the Mr. Gutsy's in-game. Stuff like that is only possible with a budget that comes with paid mods. And they've even been teasing what's next from them with a new Midwestern power armor project that I think looks incredibly high detailed. And this is something Bethesda is directly starting to invest in. We've had several other free mods come to Fallout 4 from Bethesda, each of these being made by members of the Verified Creator program and basically bought and released by Bethesda as free content from them. And honestly, I do like this. We're effectively seeing Bethesda contract out a bunch of modders to create additional content for Fallout 4 that they're just dropping for free. And funny enough, the largest and coolest batch of content is still on the way. During my recent studio visit to Bethesda for the new Starfield content, I also got a presentation from Kingath Creations. They had a couple members of the team there themselves to present to the media and basically tell the story of Kingath Creations and its founding and how it's grown over time with Creations. Even just that presentation being a pretty big clue that, yeah, Bethesda sees a future in this. But during it, we get a look at Fever Dreams, this being that upcoming Fallout 4 creation that includes the Nate and Nora voice actors, aka the original voice actors for the protagonists coming back to reprise their roles, and this is going to drop completely for free. You don't have to pay any money to gain access to it. I saw a trailer, and it's easily one of the coolest pieces of Fallout 4 content I've ever seen. Basically, every custom mod has to reuse existing voice lines for the protagonists. This one doesn't. You're hearing new and unique voice lines for the first time in a very long time, and it's being made by Kingath Creations, the people behind Sim Settlements. Obviously, they know what they're doing, so them having all this freedom with the voice lines just creates a really special experience. I'm not really sure on the scale of this thing, but it very much so looked like an official DLC. During the presentation, they explained that stuff like this is only possible thanks to funding by Bethesda. Otherwise, hiring the voice actors is not economically feasible, but even further, Bethesda handled the connection and entire process. They're taking on an active role with these projects developed by external parties and studios who are mostly made up of modders. As far as an actual release for Fever Dreams, it seems like the plan is for this to drop on all platforms for free whenever the Fallout 4 mod storage space expansion comes. I have no idea when that's coming though. At this point, I am kinda suspecting we'll see this at the summer showcase. A big Fallout 4 mod space update and kind of a free DLC with Fever Dreams would be a really nice Fallout moment. But that would be the biggest stage yet for Bethesda effectively showcasing and releasing a piece of content made by somebody else, at least at this scale. And specifically, a group of modders turned developers on their game. Like I said, I think this would be a big moment for Fallout 4 in general, but
Long video.
newly open Jordak Valley, home to many more orcs and a massive new questline.